What is up, everybody? It's the Inhuman one here with part 7 of the Bloodborne playthrough. I just got back from our out-of-town trip, and I was fiending for some Bloodborne. Although we have been doing the Wukong playthrough, Black Myth Wukong playthrough, I decided it would be best to go ahead and just get something out on stream, just because I really wanted to play something. And what better to play than Bloodborne? So, absolutely nothing in my opinion, but anyways, we're going to be jumping into some Bloodborne, hopefully finishing up through most of this, the Hunter's Nightmare, or the Old Hunter's DLC, but we will begin, or continue, our journey to the west and our Black Myth Wukong playthrough tomorrow at the regularly scheduled time. This is something of a bonus stream, and really just a way to satiate my fear of the old blood. No, I'm just kidding, I fear nothing, but I really just felt like playing some Bloodborne, man, and there's nothing like just jumping into a file that I haven't touched in weeks. So we'll be jumping into the Old Hunters DLC. I think we're at the area just outside the shortcut back to the Cathedral Ward parallel universe place. So we'll be jumping in there. And if you do notice that if you're watching the full series, at the time of episode 6, I hadn't played this game in 7 years, I think. And I was pretty rusty, but since then I've played through the entire DLC. I'm 99% complete. All I have to do is document the fishing hamlet. So I'm 99% complete on my 100% walkthrough for Bloodborne, which will be coming out starting very soon, so this week hopefully. So anyway, so good stuff. Nothing like a good brew. So we're going to choose Hunter. The Inhuman one is obviously the, this is my file where I plan to get 100% of everything, which I already have. Also documenting the 100% walkthrough for subsequent playthroughs. And this one, oh yes. I got that silly little lantern on, though we can take that off for now. We don't fear the night. Where is my lantern? By golly. We'll take that off for now just because it doesn't look as cool. But man, the Canehurst set is amazing. What am I rocking with right now? I got the Saw Cleaver at 9. And this at 9. I'll be damned. We're looking good then. Okay. Probably need to slot some gems into this bad boy though, right? No, it's got gems. Oh yeah, okay. We're good. So I quit the game right here. If I have the Gatling gun, then I think we've at least completed that cave up ahead. So yeah, Gatling gun's clear. Alright, so we're going to run over here then. And we're going to tag the shortcut and speak with Simon along the way. Now this is one of 3 encounters that you need to trigger to speak with Simon to complete his quest. So let's hear what he has to say.
You're a hunter with your sanity, aren't you? Must have taken a wrong turn then, eh? Well, we're more alike than you think.
Is that so?
This is the hunter's nightmare, where hunters end up when drunk with blood. You've seen them before. Aimless, wandering hunters slavering like beasts. This is what the poor fools have to look forward to. So, don't be brash. Turn back before it's too late. Unless you've something of an interest in nightmares.
Now here it's important to say that nightmares are fascinating.
Oh yes, I see. You sense a secret within the nightmare and cannot bear to leave it be. As if the spirit of Bergenworth lives on within you, such inquisitive hunters will relish the nightmare. But beware. Secrets are secrets for a reason, and some do not wish to see them uncovered. Especially when the secrets are particularly unseemly.
Oh, and unseemly they are. Alright, so
beware, especially.
Chatting with Simon, then we can run down here and open up the shortcut. Also a great opportunity to tag the lamp, return to the Hunter's Dream, and level up or whatever we need to do here. So to be honest, I haven't touched this file in weeks, so let's return to the Hunter's Dream and see what we can do to maximize, pretty much optimize our build and maximize our damage output. Now, anybody watching, I am more than welcome to, invite a fellow hunter. So if you guys want to join me in jolly cooperation, it's something we can definitely do. So, anyways, let's jump into our combo here.
Go.
We're gonna channel blood echoes and see where we're at. So level 78. Yeah, I mean we're pretty good. We actually don't need a level at all, in my opinion. We could always do more strength or whatever, but there's just no need. I mean, at this point, no need to level any further. But what we can do is just look. I got to see what I'm working with here. So, plenty of vials. Yeah, we're good. So good, so good. All right, let's go up and see what runes we have equipped. So I have communion, higher blood vial, okay. Clockwise, I could definitely upgrade my clockwise. And then we have Odin's Rye, that looks like. Yep. That's for the bullets, and then we have this. This is important for a little bit later, at least as it pertains to getting all of the possible interactions that we can get and obtaining some special items for the League. In particular, the Master's Helmet, I believe. So that's interesting. We got the Hunter. That's always a good one to have as well. Did we get a Vile Blood? Yep. Executioners. Why am I missing one? I guess we'll get the Milkweed at some point in the... Yeah, we're good. We're good. I'm over here. So raising HP... I usually run clockwise and anti-clockwise, but I'd rather do that than have more blood vials, so let's get rid of communion. And just for the sake of order, I gotta do this clockwise and then anti-clockwise. Much better. And then usually I run Odin, Wraith, and Hunter, but the League, or the Impurity rune in particular, is pretty useful for a lot of things you have to do for the quest of, what's his name, Valter? Anyways, off we go. I'm happy with this. We'll go ahead and repair any weapons if we need to. Yeah, we're pretty fresh there as well. And then in terms of the blood gems, I'm sure I equipped the best ones I had available, so I'm happy with this. We'll go ahead and purchase something. Let's see, what all can we buy? Not really much that we need. Yeah, I don't really feel like just burning through cash. We could get some, well, I don't mind buying some more papers. Let's see. Fire paper here. Why don't I feel like I have, like my bolt paper? Is that going to be up here? I thought I could purchase fire papers, but I don't remember. Purchase. Oh, it's not unlocked yet. What am I doing with my life? Interesting. Okay, whatever. We'll go ahead and run up to the Hunter's Dream, or Hunter's Nightmare, and we'll go ahead and continue our journey. Once I get certain stats up to 30, there's really no point to do more than that unless you absolutely want to maximize your damage. But that's a pretty decent soft cap, and then you have much more diminishing returns like the 40 and 50s and beyond, so not really too big a concern, but I'm definitely happy to at least jump into this old file and figure out what the heck's going on. But yeah, I'm happy with my levels and not really concerned with losing echoes or anything at this point. Matthias Ray, what's going on? He says, dude, you're live. How was your road trip? Hopefully everything went well. Yeah, it was excellent. It was really nice. It was a really good time. And we're back. We got there safely. We had an excellent time, and then we're able to come back safely. So it's like, shoot, you can't be happier than that. But yeah, it was awesome. Thank you so much for asking, and I hope you've had a great weekend. And fortunately, we have a long weekend. Tomorrow is Labor Day, so we're off, and Tuesday is kind of like a bonus day as well. So I'll be able to have even more like time to do content and stuff. So I just figured, I came back and I was just wired. After driving, like I'm like, oh my gosh, like I just needed to play some games. I was like, well, I don't want to jump into the Black Myth Wukong playthrough because you know, I know it's regularly scheduled at a certain time for now. So let me just jump into this old Bloodborne file that we had started and finish it up. Okay, so we're actually gonna have to take these guys out. Pretty decent damage, actually. I'm gonna go ahead and take this bro out as well. I'm not really you know, used to or accustomed to using Ludwig's Holy Blade, but it's pretty good. It's very similar to Kirk's hammer, which I use all the time. I use the Kirk hammer all the time, and then I also use a saw cleaver. Honestly, my two favorite weapons in the game. Every weapon I'd say is pretty viable though in this game. Dude, Raphael is missing it. I know. Raphael is probably asleep and like way into his like dreams because I think he's in France, I think. So he's 7 hours ahead of us. Yeah, he's in dreamland. I think I want to switch, if I can remember how to play this game, switch to this. No! It's the stun. It's not even the actual poison effect that does anything, it's just the stun. Yeah, Raphael's missing out. He's missing out. I will refuse to accept. So this is obviously not the most strategic way to deal with this. But also, I haven't, you know, played this in a few days. I think your cats want your attention. They must be needy. Well, we let, you know, so we were out of town, right? But we have the automated feeder, and we had someone check on them and stuff. And but you know how they get, like they kind of act like you betrayed them, you know, like you left. They do that even if you go outside for 5 minutes. But yeah, that's pretty much. They're giving us the cold shoulder, and they're like, oh, they're wanting the attention, but they also run away from it. I'm like, y'all are jerks. Like, do you want me to be close or not? But yeah, they're funny. I'm just like, you know what? Whenever y'all are ready, you can come to me, and I'll give you all the love. One of our cats is really shy, around me anyways. She's like terrified of me, and then the other one loves me to death, so. Ooh, damage. Okay, I need to start dodging. I'm over here just like, yeah, it's poison. It's poison. It's fine. Poison's fine. Yeah, but my cats were getting a little needy. They just want snacks. They think we're gonna give them treats. Like, oh, you were gone. You deserve treats. One thing we could do though is bump up the stamina. Stamina's lacking. Stamina is lacking. Okay, that was fun. Okay. I thought I must have grabbed it. There was some garb around here. I think one of the constable pieces. Man, this is the file that I had started playing after 7 years, so I don't know exactly what I did and didn't get. I should have quite a bit of the constable's garb, though. Yeah, we're looking good. I think we got the trousers from here. We're looking good, but the Cainher set, my gosh. A beautiful, beautiful set. Yeah, I'm going to have to upgrade my stamina. My other file, the one that I'm practicing with the 100% guide, I have a lot more stamina, and it feels great to be able to move around as much as you need to in this game. Fortunately, the dodge rolls or the dashes don't take nearly as much time, so not bad. Let's see, let's run over here and kill these enemies. Actually, I always get that mixed up. You just grab the item here. There's an area that looks exactly like this where you get rushed on either side, and if you go to the left, there's a dog and a hunter. Matthias says, yep, they sound just like our cats. Our cats are addicted to those dang cat treats so much if they don't have them, they go nuts, I swear. Those yeah, they're like crack cocaine for kitty cats, man. We do the same thing. This is the year I'm talking about. We give them little treats, but we don't go crazy with them. We always try and do it so that whenever they hear the bag, they automatically like, hell yes. Hell yes. They get so excited. So funny. Okay, not bad. Sir? Over here just getting hit by everything. I don't usually, I mean, the Ludwig's got a pretty decent moveset though. That's the nice thing about it. There. I was gonna say, I know your timing, but he was of course on an elevated surface. So it made it a little more difficult for me to pull the punishment off whenever even though I pulled off the interruption. But yeah, even the sword in its untransformed state is an excellent weapon. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on there. But yeah, cats are addicted to treats. You know, I didn't realize this, but cats are so greedy. I mean, they are incredibly greedy. So we're going to be grabbing that item on the way back. We're going to go the long way around. Oh my gosh, and there's a friend there. I'm going to see a lot of these guys, actually. Hopefully we're going to save one in Ludwig's boss arena, but we'll see. Hell yes, you made me spit on my tree. That's funny. So there's nothing over here. If we go across this way, we'll be progressing. We're going to jump down here and hopefully get the second vermin. So in the offline playthrough, you can still obtain 100% of the items and also obtain the quest items. So there's only a few covenants, so to speak, specifically the Vile Bloods and the League. So you can actually obtain. Oh, nice! You're wearing that's my shirt, by the way, but you can certainly wear. I went to Five Below, and I bought this shirt with a Hunter x Hunter shirt. I think it's Hunter x Hunter or Hunter x Hunter. I don't know how to actually say it. I've only ever watched this show, but they never say the title of the show, right? But anyways, it has a picture of Gone on it, and I asked my dad, I was like, hey, do you want anything? You want a shirt? No, I'm good. And then when we're driving back, oh, I want a shirt just like, I'm like, you want my shirt? I was like, you had the choice. And she has it on right now. I'm like, okay, I see. Trying to steal it from Dad. But anyways, forgot what I was saying, but you can get 100% of all the items, especially for ranking up in the Covenants offline. You don't need to play online at all. But you do require it is required, I should say, that you have the Old Hunters DLC. And that's going to allow you to get the items that you need for the Covenants, specifically the League. Because without it, you'd have to participate in online play, which is going to be difficult this day because the community is a lot smaller. The active community is smaller, but the fan base is huge. So, long story short, we're looking for vermin. We should have a total of 3 vermin before we get to the 2 bosses. So we have 1 vermin here. We're about to collect our second vermin. It takes a total of 5 to get all of the items in the League and get the Master's Helm. You'll have 3 from enemies with red eyes, and then you'll have 2 as long as you summon Valter as an NPC and you defeat the bosses. And each of these bosses that we're going to be facing off with later, one would be Ludwig, and the second would be Lawrence. Lawrence is a real pain in the ass, especially on New Game Plus. To keep him alive is really hard, but on New Game, pretty easy. So, Matthias says, so, since you're away this weekend, I beat Wukong and got both endings. Nice! And now I'm on New Game Plus, because you guessed it, there's even more stuff to unlock. Plus, I missed stuff during my first playthrough. I will certainly be doing a New Game Plus playthrough. That'll probably be offline, though. Just for my own benefit, but I certainly want to get all the secret drops from the enemies and all that stuff. I just can't wait to actually beat it. This week I'm gonna be streaming it pretty hard in hopes to really get through it, but yeah, I can't wait. This is the second vermin we should get. Oh my, this guy's really hard for me to parry unless he has his weapon transformed. I can't see because of the tree. Okay, now we'll be able to parry him. Nope, not anymore. If he dashes, if his weapon's untransformed, you have to hit him right when he dashes. If not, when it's transformed, you have a lot easier of a time to predict it. Bro, Sith, calm down. He's doing the thing, you know? I see what you're doing, buddy. There you go. That's a little poke for the good old abs, and we should pick up our vermin as well. Very good. That's what we needed. Now he was guarding the safe, the Beast Hunter safe, and you could technically have dropped down and taken out the dog and the man, but I like to get them beforehand just in case I fall off there in the middle of combat. So now we have 2 of the vermin. We're gonna be dropping down here actually, coming back up the ladder, and then going across the beams for some extra items. So So glad that you beat Wukong and got both endings. See, so that must have been all lies and conjecture and misinformation, typical of the internet, but they were talking about all kinds of things like, there's a good ending, a bad ending, and then that heavenly whatever ending, and then there's a secret ending. It's like, y'all are liars. Y'all are just lying. So there's only 2 endings, I believe. And I plan on getting both of them as well. I'm going to try my best to not ruin my opportunity or ability to get both endings, but who knows? We'll see. I haven't looked at any guides or anything yet, but I did look at the trophies, and that always is a good indication. Okay, so this is a tough area. There's actually 2 strong enemies here. We're going to try and take them out, but first we're going to take the one in the ranged fighter up ahead. We're going to grab some of these right here, though. Madman's Knowledge, and then we're going to work our way around this guy. Oh my gosh! And then we're going to get shot in the face, and then we're going to get behind you. Okay, instead we're not going to do that. Okay, you don't want me to do that? Just a backstab. Oh, just a little friendly backstab, sir. Sir. There's literally a save point 2 feet away, but I lack the courage. Yeah. So we're going to go back and kill him. Honestly, what you can do, and what wouldn't be a bad idea, is grabbing that Madman's Knowledge and running past to the save point. Then going back and exploring the area, just so you don't have to do this trek all over again. Matthias says, I know, I'm trying to get everything before No True comes out. Plus, I bought the Casting of Frank Stone, which is downloading right now in a few days before the release date. That is the, I love those horror games. I forget the name of the series, though, for the life of me. There's been an anthology of them, really, if I recall correctly, and, yeah, those are good. Casting of Frank Stone, I didn't think it was out, or I didn't know when it was going to come out, actually. I hadn't been following that too closely, but I did want to play it. The last one I played of that series, you know that I get them mixed up because there's Until Dawn and that whole series, and then there's this is the Man of Medan series and all that too. Like all of those, I always get them mixed up. And there's 2 super massive games. I think is the one. If not, I'm completely wrong, but. I played them all, and they're all fun, and they're all fantastic. And my wife and I love going through and playing them and trying different endings, saving different people, letting others die. It's just fantastic. We typically kill off the ones that are annoying. But yeah, it's a great series. Casting of Frank Stone, that should be solid. I didn't know it was out, or gonna be out soon, but I don't think I'll have time. I'm gonna have to... really schedule really well and then adhere to my schedule. So I've got a few things for this week that are really big projects in the works. They're coming out starting tomorrow, and then after Black Myth Wukong I can revive my lore channel, and then you'll start seeing a bunch more content on that channel as well. There's some behind the scenes stuff I got planned, so I'm hoping to get all that in the works. But yeah, it should be a really good end to the year. Alright, buddy. You're dead. I know your timing. Your petty timing. I can't see. I need this little bird. Yeah, come over here, buddy. Alright. That would have been a good time. Oh. There you go. Oh, I didn't get it there? That's okay. I'll get you on the flip side then. Alright, let's bypass all this junk. I'm like, dang it, new games, hold on, I still got so much to do and get in Wukong. Exactly. I feel the same way. Like, imagine that feeling, right? But as a content creator, it's like, if you don't make videos on it, it's almost like you wasted the opportunity, and the time relevance is a huge factor as well. So I feel like I kind of failed on the front of Wukong, certainly, as opposed to just streaming it. Because my streaming community and the benefit from the channel's perspective is so minimal, and it's a huge time, not time sink, but streaming takes tons of time, and unless you have a big community, it's not necessarily the most profitable, right? And remember, as a full-time content creator, you gotta always think about like, okay, how am I gonna eat? So the thing is, that's one thing that kind of, I was like, dang, I didn't really do well. I didn't create any guides. I didn't do anything like that, but it's fine. I think it was more so, really my plan was just to be able to get through the game quickly enough to do a lore video on it, but even that, I kind of took, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Took a long time. So it was a little disappointing, kind of upset about how I handled that. I don't think I handled it very well. So I need to just revert back to my old thing, is when new games come out, just typically like have a nice regularly scheduled playthrough, but then focus on creating content, you know, on off days, right? So I didn't really do that, and it's mostly just me bouncing back after a few months of just trying to get everything back in line. Everything was just so messed up for the last few months, but it's finally back where it needs to be. So it was just rough. But anyways, long story short, that anxiety of like, oh man, a new game's coming out, it gets crazy. It gets crazy because it's like you want to enjoy the game and not rush through it, but you also have other games coming out and you want to be playing them and experiencing them alongside the community. You know, that's part of one of the best things of it, and that's why I really do enjoy and value the streams. I think more than anything, it helps, you know, build these awesome bonds with you guys. But I definitely need to be able to deliver good content for you guys consistently as well, and that's one thing that I need to do better at on new games. But if I don't get keys, I need to just bite the bullet and say, you know what, I don't have a key for this. You're not going to be seeing content until I'm able to get through it. You know, so I'll do the stream, and it'll be like 3 times a week, and then hopefully, meanwhile, I can just be running through the game, and then you start seeing videos come a little earlier. Then Wukong, I'm going to be 3 weeks out before you see the one video on it, you know? So kind of, it's really tough to do, especially solo. I need to catch up on chat, but this guy is, I don't know why I'm having a hell of a time with this guy. These guys are not hard. I am making him very hard. This guy can kill pretty easy, because I know how to parry him, but Cannonball, bro, I was trying to take him out first, because he's actually more of a problem. Alright, let's take this guy real quick so I can... I want to clear out this area so I can show you guys what to get around here. Alright, bro, so if you're going to be all crazy about stuff... I missed? Okay. I'm all off. I'm totally off on the timing and stuff. There you go. Still a little off, but it's fine. Oh, and then I got shot through his little friend. Ah, how annoying. Okay, ready? Yeah, I bought all those games too, but I've forgotten their names. I forgot other names too. Man of Medan and something in the forest and other, and they all have famous actors in them. At least they always try and feature like a famous actor. So cool. But yeah, it's like the dark anthology, I want to say. And you quit. Get out of my freaking way, you overgrown Cthulhu. And I do like fighting these guys because they either give you 6 vials or 10 bullets. I saw that curve. I did not like that. That was very unrealistic, physics-wise. Get wrecked, bro. Get out of here. Oh, hold on. I'm trying to catch up with what you said. Okay. It comes out on the 3rd, which is why I could download it now. It's awesome that you're streaming. It gives me a break from Wukong. I don't have to be bored to death watching the download go by. Nice. It's going down very slowly. Well, not that slow, but slow enough that we can use an Ethernet cord. So they're somewhat fast. True, true. Dude, I think you're doing an awesome job. Like I said before, I literally could never do what you do, mostly because I'm not technically inclined to do all that PC stuff. Plus, I don't deal with people well. I think you're awesome. I think you're very personable. So, I mean, I like you. Yeah, I think you're very, very cool to be around, especially when it comes to the chat and stuff. Like, there's not a lot of people. There's only a very few types. You have to be a very special kind of person, I should say, to support a channel. And you're like maybe one of 2 people in chat. You know what I'm saying? Like, that really means that you're willing to open up and make a connection with someone. And that, you guys, people like you in particular, are the reason why streamers can grow. Because no one really takes that leap of faith or takes that risk. Because it's like, oh, it's awkward, just me and one person, right? but there's special people that doesn't bother them, and they're able to support someone, maybe because they like the content the person does, or they say, hey, the person's pretty entertaining, whatever. And I think that that's really special. And I've noticed that as a small streamer. I've never been a big streamer, but I do want to have a much bigger community and grow it so that, it can be more engaging and fun for you guys. And that's the reason why I started streaming again, because I honestly was like, I don't really need to do the streaming. I can just focus on content creation and then I'd be fine. Streaming, like I said, is not very profitable for me. It takes a lot of time up and takes me away from the things that actually do make money that I'm consistent at. But to me, it's important to, I think, balance out what I do. And I started kind of taking a different approach. I've been doing this for 8 years, and I've experimented with so many different things. And like you say, the PC stuff, trust me, I had to teach myself all that. I'm a smart guy, but I'm not like an IT wizard or anything. Like I can learn things really well. I can pick up on things really well. So I can figure things out. Like anything I can see, I can do or replicate. But it takes me time, and I don't have like a group of friends or whatever, or content creators that help me out, or buddies that like, hey, like, can we bounce some ideas off each other? I don't have that. Like, I only have, like, my wife is like my best friend and my partner in crime for everything. But even she doesn't like really intervene and stuff, because she's just like, hey, this is your thing, you got it. And she'll just get, if I ask, like, hey, what do you think about this thumbnail or this thumbnail? You know what I'm saying? But like, or she can create my icons and my like emojis and stuff for me. But she doesn't give me like technical expertise or advice, because I mean that's not her field either, right? So I just had to do everything on my own. That's why it's taken me so long. And also, I never just wanted to do something that I didn't believe in, So the content that I do, I think that I would enjoy watching it. So that is important to me, because if not, I mean, I'd rather just go back to work than work for someone else, because it's a consistent check at least. But it's like, you know what? I don't want to do that. I want to make this dream come true and last as long as possible. So interesting thing about the summons here, if you do use if you do summon this twin, you're more than welcome to, but he's part of the league. You're also able to summon Volter just up ahead. So, but in this instance, you can't summon both. You can only summon one or the other. So kind of interesting. But yeah, just an interesting thing, content creation. It's the strangest thing, and it's the hardest thing I've ever done. I've done all kinds of stuff in corporate and busted all kinds of heads and all kinds of cool stuff. And I was, even at a very young age, doing crazy things, managing at, really young age. And then I just got so burnt out with that. And I started my YouTube channel, and my wife supported me through that. And I was like, one day I want this to be my full-time job. And it just happened that 3 years ago, I got fired. I never had been fired in my entire life. I was always like top notch, everything, best employee kind of thing, and like leadership positions, whatever. But this was like a real like cliquey kind of job environment, and I am always myself. Like if I don't believe in something, like I'm gonna be like, well, I don't necessarily think that's the way it should be done. Or if they say something off color, like I'm gonna be like, you shouldn't be saying that. I'm just not that kind of person to just allow those things to happen. I know when to keep my mouth shut, but at the same time, like I won't whenever I know that things are wrong. And because of that, because of my personality, they were threatened by that, and they conspired. It was a very intricate, plan, but they conspired against me, and then ended up getting me fired. And I was like, okay. At first, I was pretty pissed about it, honestly, because I was like, I've never been fired in my life. It made me feel like less than. But then I was like, my wife was like, this is your chance. I was like, chance for what? And she's like, to do what you want to do, to be a full-time creator. I'm like, that's why I love you. That's why I love you. And so then ever since then, I mean, I turned my part-time YouTube career into a full-time YouTube career, and it's been a journey. It's been incredible. But anyways, enough about me. Oh, man. I can't wait for Anotria, by the way. My gosh. September 19th, I think, for Digital Deluxe version, or September 21st for the Scrubs, if I'm not mistaken, for the peasant folk. But thank you so much for complimenting me. It's Dark Anthology. Oh, you probably don't remember, but the other day I was trying to remember a game that they showed at one of those game reveal shows that I said Project Awakening, and it actually was that game. Since we're doing a pretty chill run anyways, like it's like no one's like, oh my gosh, I'm doing a challenge. I'm not doing a challenge. I have a list. And on said list, I have a tab that's for researching. Project Relic, Project the Perceiver. I have casting of Frank Stone on here too. That's hilarious. World of Horror, stylistic horror. But long story short, Project Relic and Project the Perceiver are the games that I was referring to that are also, I want to say Chinese made, or they're definitely, from Asian developers. And they're in like the project, like, is this a real game? I don't know, kind of stage. So anyways, interesting stuff nonetheless. But Project Relic, Project Perceiver, I think, the Perceiver, those to me seem pretty interesting. Run up here and we gotta kill the hag so she doesn't scoop her eyeballs out. And then we can kill this dude if you want. It's a good farm for vials. You get like 5 vials off him. Guaranteed every time. Oh my, hold on. I didn't realize the crows were doing this. I was trying to read what you said and the crows, oh my god. The crows, why? You saw it again in upcoming games with next-gen graphics. Very nice. And in the game, it showed some guy with a sword and shield donned in armor, but without a helmet. And he ends up battling this big creature. Reminded me of Demon Souls remake graphics and one. Ooh, it looks so. The Blue Point one was crispy. It's so crispy. Yeah, see, this is why I can't stand most people. People are ridiculous. I can't believe they did it to you. That's bullcrap. Yeah, those games look and sound good. Those were in the video too. Okay, so I'm going to look that up then just to make sure, because Project Awakening, man, it sounds so familiar. It sounds so familiar, but here's Valter. We need Valter, and the reason why we need Valter is because we're going to be receiving a vermin from him. You know what I find a little weird? I think I skipped a whole area. I skipped a whole area, didn't I? I sure did. Valter, come here. You're going to help me kill this guy too. I skipped a whole area because I was getting completely destroyed by those giant Cthulhu wannabe dudes. And I forgot that once you actually tag this lamp, this is why I like killing the enemies first, because it doesn't upset my rhythm. But here, you have the lamp, right? You can go down these steps, and there's going to be a few enemies we can deal with. First things first, we got the Wandering Man. Oh my gosh. I don't want him to go too far. Okay. The reason why I don't want him to go too far is because if we look up, you can see the third vermin holding dude, which is right here. So he's going to be pissed that we did that. He's actually pretty easy to parry because it's the same whippy kind of guy as last time. So let me see if I can help him out here. Yeah. Oh my gosh, don't do that. Wait, did Valter fall down? Yeah. Good job, Valter. Now we have to go through all that. But anyways, we get vermin number 3. We're going to come across here while Valter's killing all those poor crows, because they have no chance against Valter. Stop with the barking. The crogs. Crow dogs. Whew, okay, that was stressful. We got more blood vials. Thank you, Valter. Welcome back. Well, I can't wait. I can't wait. Some of these games are going to be fantastic. I'm going to look at... Well, remember the Ballad of Antara? I was like, that game is so good that it can't be real. So we pretty much confirmed that. The Berserker game, that's going to be amazing. This is a reference to what's to come. And we got the Whirligig Saw right over here. Oh my gosh, I forgot that I died. Why are you here? Ugly face. Oh my gosh. Away, I say, away. Okay, good. Back, demon. Okay, thank you. Valter, you can heal. You know this. Don't die on me. Matthias says, dude, I have so many games on my wish list that I'm waiting on including, but not limited to Sinking City 2. You know, my wife and I started playing the Sinking City one, and it was, oh my gosh, like I was getting kind of freaked out. But I was also going for the Plague Doctor set, and I was like deviating from the whole story just to get that set. So, Sinking City 2 will be fun. I have not beat the first one, obviously, but I'd like to. I wasn't even aware until recently that there was even getting a sequel. I don't know where I heard it. I think on Twitter, I get a lot of information from like devs in that regard. Like, so like that was where I think I saw the announcement for it. But although I don't like Twitter as a platform necessarily, I do like the ability to, at least in the past, I've been able to have a lot of success reaching out to developers and getting some additional information, especially on games that in the genres that I really enjoy. So, Walter, what the ball, dude? What is he doing? See, this is what drives me crazy. And also, I wish you could always just use the silencing blank just because. It's just such a beautiful thing. Okay, so anyways, I'm pissed. We're going to go and do some stuff. We're going to go, I guess, up our stamina, to be honest. My stamina is really lacking. I'm not a big fan of how low my stamina is right now. And also, although the blade it's fun. I mean, it's a cool weapon, but there's just nothing like the saw cleaver in my opinion. Saw cleaver is my favorite weapon in the game. So we're gonna go ahead and see if we can repair whatever we need to repair, and then we're gonna see what blood gems we have in here. I want like the most damage. Let's see. I just need damage. We're doing fire right now? Is that what I was doing with my life? Fire damage? I had a fire gem in here? I did. I mean, that's fine. I'll run with that. Attack versus beast? Also not bad. I just want some blue numbers. It's fine. We'll stick with what we have. I don't feel like going through all that right now. Yeah, Sinking Sea 2 is going to be fantastic. Matthias says, wait, how far did you make it to the DLC before? How did you know the Whirligig Blader was over there? Well, okay, so as of episode 6, which was like weeks ago, I hadn't made it through the complete DLC. I had only made it to Ludwig, actually. Or I think, I'm trying to remember how far I got. I remember some of the bosses. I never made it to Maria. Let's just put it that way. So I never made it to her because I just had to stop playing at some point. I don't remember what, but I just had to. So I got through like the research hall, which is incredibly crazy and all that stuff. But since I've actually stopped playing this playthrough because we had to start Wukong up off stream, remember, I was working on my 100% guide. So I have since, like, I know everything about the game now. I know where every single item is and everything now. The only thing I need to document left is the fishing hamlet, but I know where everything's at in the fishing hamlet too. So I know where everything's at. I just need to write it down. That way, whenever I'm doing my guide, I can double check and make sure I'm not skipping anything. So the guide starts really, really soon, and I can't wait to get that completed for you guys. But we're going to have a 100% guide on Bloodborne coming out very soon. And then we're going to do the same for Dark Souls Remastered. And then it's just going to get better. But the Whirligig thing, yeah. The Whirligig Saw, that bad boy. Yeah, I know where everything's at now. Like, 100% of the items, I know exactly where they're at. Because I've played through it another time since. And so since episode 6, I've beaten the game. And now I'm on New Game Plus going through the second time for the sake of documentation. So I know where everything's at. And I've also devised some really interesting routes that I hope you guys like. They're really interesting things that I think are going to be done differently than others. You know what I want to do? I'm going to go ahead and use all my echoes. Use all the echoes. Now, I don't normally do this, but I'm going to because it's just this kind of a playthrough. But I like hoarding my items. I don't like ever using anything. So if I can just keep everything forever and ever, I would. But in this playthrough, it's just going to be... I don't know why I'm not using multiple. It's just going to be a fun time. we're just gonna use stuff and level and, as the game intended. As the game intended. But yeah, this has totally solidified. Well, my recent playthroughs have solidified this as one of my favorite games of all time, and in my opinion, the best Souls-like out there.
At the foot of the great tree.
Beyond Elden Ring, even, and all that. Now, there's some little things, but it's just there's nothing like the ambience, the lore, and all that. There's just no better combination of factors that just appeal to me, at least in the Souls-like genre. And it's just fantastic. I absolutely love this game, and that's the reason why I always even wanted to kind of adopt that kind of mindset going into my channel. My first channel I ever created was always featured Bloodborne art and things of that nature. So it's just really cool to come full circle and for the first time ever feature the game on my channel. It's gonna be really neat. It's a long time coming. Quentin Goen says, yo, hello. What's up, Quentin? Matthias says, I really hope Ballad of Antara isn't one of those free-to-play games. It looks so freaking good. There's some more on my radar like Mandragora. You know, Mandragora is not the right pronunciation. I think it's Mandragora. And I didn't know that. I thought it was Mandragora. But I think it's Mandragora. I believe. And which is weird because I just heard it for the first time. I've never heard the word spoken before. I've only ever seen it written. So, huge Metroidvania fan. So am I. I cannot wait. You're going to see some Metroidvanias here soon as well on the channel. But I got a lot of Souls-like stuff or content coming out first. September 6th, we have a game called Perennial Order, and the dev is so awesome. I've talked with him multiple times, and he's just an excellent person. He seems like a really cool guy, and he's been so kind and just really responsive, I'd say. And that's a quality you just don't see very often, you know? But he's a cool guy. I like him. I'm really going to support his game, and I hope that it does well. I played the demo. It was fantastic. Perennial Order does come out on the 6th. And we'll be actually doing a playthrough of it on the channel, so. Memories in Orbit. Memories in Orbit. Okay, that sounds cool. Quentin Goins. Hopefully you're doing good, my friend. Alright, Walter, it is time. We'll be taking on Ludwig next. And yes, sorry, so no longer is this a, oh man, this is all new playthrough. Yeah, I've seen everything, done everything. It was just for the purposes of, this was the only, a little bit of the content I hadn't seen firsthand. But once I got through it, I really got so like, yeah, I got to get through this again. And I'm ready to make the guides for it. I was excited to feature on the channel. So now this guy is strange. We're going to see if we can save our little friend here, Mr. Crispy.
Help us.
Help us. Help us. Matthias says, and then there's some I'm not sure if you saw, like Eternal Strands, Awaken Astral Blade, Dragonkin the Banished, Anima Flux, the Relic First Guardian, and the Bear in the Last Flame. And of course the first Berserker Kazan, that one. So Phantom Blade Zero is gonna, I think it's gonna be fantastic. It's gonna be very cinematic in the way that you even fight. You know, it's gonna feel good. You're gonna feel cool fighting, and I think there's gonna be a lot of that, like that cinematic kind of flair to it. And I think it's gonna be really smooth, but I think it's not gonna be like a button mashing type experience like a lot of people are thinking. But I'm hoping you are as well. Thank you, Quentin. Oh my, I went the wrong way. I was not paying attention. But Mr. Walter, ooh, will help us quite a bit. Can I fight him too, Walter? That'd be cool. No, never get behind him. Get to the side of him. Okay, let's do this. Okay, teamwork. He's gonna do the scrapey scrape, isn't he? No. Oh, he's good. It's so hard to fight with another character. Like, to me, I have like my own rhythms and stuff, and they completely upset all that. Like, I can't even get any damage anymore. I'll just stay on this side. Don't mind me. I'll just be over here, Walter. I like to break this leg first. Sir? Sir. Stop. Stop. hear anything because we're screaming so loud. Oh, he's not feeling too good. Matthias says, good luck. I wish you the best against Ludwig and his Moonlight Greatsword. Oh, I love it. I love this whole scene. And I wish that the Moonlight Greatsword, whenever you wielded it, had that same, like, cosmic, like, ish to it. I don't know. You can, like, see the galaxy. You can see the universe in it. But in ours, it's kind of just green. Obviously, that's because, you know, graphics. But still. Like, I want it to look like that. I want that! The Moonlight Greatsword, man. Every time. What do they call it? Holy Moonlight Blade or something like that? It's like, it's the Moonlight Greatsword, bro. We know this. Okay, I missed that too. Okay, lovely. AoE. And he usually follows up with the big overhand strike. V, okay, he's doing the V thing. Okay. But he's going after Valter, so it's like, whatever, bro. Valter's just doing work on him, too, so... Don't you worry. We need to keep him alive anyway, so... It doesn't even matter. Oh, I don't want to die. He's doing a flurry. AoE strike again. Like I said, fighting a boss alone versus with an NPC is so different. He died after all that. I have to die too now. No, he didn't die. Oh my gosh. Oh, he's alive. Valter has more health than I do. I thought he died. Clutch heals, Valter. Quit. Oh, heart. I want to do the visceral. Do the roar. Okay, he's dead. Yeah, that was annoying. The fight with Lawrence is our vermin, by the way, is one of the most difficult in my opinion. It's very hard because and a new game plus and forward, it just gets very difficult because the bosses deal exponentially more damage and they have so much more health, and the NPCs don't necessarily. Now Valter has tons of health on a new game cycle, but after that it definitely wanes. Did we save our bro? No, he died. Wait, he might be over here. He's over here! No, he's not. Yeah, no, he's dead. If we hadn't been fighting around here, slashing around, we would have been able to have an interaction with the same character that opened up in the sequence, and we can actually chat with him. Very interesting. And that's him right there, I think. Sorry, dude. I tried. But anyways, excellent fight, but I didn't do well in this fight. The fight itself, the boss fight is awesome, but it's very difficult to fight with an NPC because the aggro can kind of go between either of you guys. It's really tough. I have a very difficult time with it. Definitely the Moonlight Greatsword, no matter what they try to claim it. Exactly. I agree. So you can get some unique dialogue if you actually change out your chest piece. You don't have to wear the full church garb or anything like that, but you can go with Gascoigne set or the black church garb, and you can go ahead and chat, and you get some unique dialogue from him.
Good hunter of the church, have you seen the light? Are my church hunters the honorable Spartans? I hoped they would be.
Well, let's just say yes to let them die peacefully.
Good.
Well-deserved victory. I appreciate that, but yikes. I am not sure I stand by that victory. It was really nasty. Valter carried, though. I was watching his health bar the whole time. He almost died, saved himself, came back. He was like stunning the boss and everything. I was getting hit by everything. But the key is you want to stay on his right side, so circle to the left, and you can dodge most of his attacks from that position if he's only focusing on you. But if he's aggroed on on your boy, it makes it much more difficult. But here we pick up the Holy Moonlight Sword. And then we can go ahead and do this. And as much as that pains me to do it, he's now dead. Now we have the cane hearse set back on. Now this will actually trigger... Well, we'll grab these vials right fast, as they say. But we're going to go tag this. We're going to go back to the Hunter's Dream. We might be able to level up a single time. And when we return to the underground corpse pile, Simon will be there. And Simon will not appear unless the head has been killed. So that will be the second appearance for Simon. The third appearance will be a little bit later and triggered after you drop the stairs down in the research hall. So all the triggers and all these things are now committed to memory.
Gammon awaits you.
Well-deserved victory. Yikes. Yeah, the Claymore. Oh yeah, the Claymore moveset. You know, a lot of people love the Claymore moveset. I like the Claymore as a weapon because of the it's just great for a quality build. But I don't like the one-handed moveset very much. I love the two-handed moveset though. The two-handed moveset's great. It's got good crowd clearing capabilities and all that. Even the single-handed, but the only thing I don't like about the one-handed wielding or the one-handed moveset is it just looks like the sword's too heavy for the guy to carry it. You know what I'm saying? It just looks funny. It looks like they're struggling with it. I'm like, I don't like that. Like I like a nice smooth, like I've mastered this weapon kind of you know, coordination to it, and I feel like it's just like like they're swinging it as hard as they can, but they just don't quite have it. So that is literally the only reason why I don't like the one-handed moveset. Otherwise, it's got great wide sweeping attacks and everything like that. The two-handed moveset has a lot more vertical strikes, but I prefer those actually because a lot of the bosses in this game kind of lean down, look over, you can whack them right in the head, and I love that. Well, that sucks. We can't use any of these. Our echoes aren't sufficient. Also, damn man, like that I was not happy with my my damage output, but it's fine. We'll be switching back to this just for fun then. I didn't really, obviously I was just kind of,
at the foot of the great
I don't know,
tree.
winging it on the first half of this, so it's fine. It's
Farewell,
fine.
good hut.
We'll save up our echoes and we'll continue on, and then we'll return, we'll speak with Simon and go to, well, we'll go through the jail and then jump into the research hall at some point. Oh, that's a good point, Quentin. I'm going to read that out loud. So Matthias says, so I have a question, but I want to make sure I word it correctly. So with Wukong, if there's a secret or a certain boss that would drop rare armor, would you rather me not saying anything about it at all? I would, if there is a character that drops like rare items or whatever, like say for example, like the lantern dudes, had you known that, none of us knew that, but you could be like, oh hey, like I would welcome the opportunity for you to be like, oh, this enemy has rare drops. That's fine. Or you could say, oh, there might be a different way to beat this boss or something like that. I'm like, oh, that means there's maybe like some unique drops for it. Because I kind of screwed up in certain areas, so I'm like, dang it. So I would love to know those things, just because going through and getting it on a New Game Plus cycle is fine, but it's just going to be a long going. You know, like I'm not going to be able to, me personally, I hate saying me personally because that's the same thing. It's a little redundant. But personally, I won't be able to have time to like go through and do a New Game Plus file just for my own benefit. It'll be a long time before that happens because I have so much content that I have to focus on. So my playtime, the funny thing about this is like the amount of time I have to play games like casually is minimal. So I try to incorporate my streams as my casual playtime, and it's awesome because it's like you guys are on the couch, we're just playing the game together kind of thing, right? That's why I love streaming so much. I just wish that, you know, it was a little bit more profitable. It's just tough to do, but like streams like this, like you would never be able to do this otherwise. So it's like I love being able to do this, but creating content is how I'm able to make, you know, get the most bang for my buck, and that's the most consistent way for me to sustain this lifestyle of mine. So I definitely need to shift the focus a little bit on that and do like 3 streams a week versus 5, so I can actually focus on creating content. But anyways, long story short, yes, I welcome that information. I do not mind that. To me, that's not like backseat gaming at all. Perfectly fine. I welcome it. But yeah, I don't get to play casually very much. Like if I'm not playing and on stream, I'm recording footage for a video, whether it be footage for like a lore video or a guide. So very rarely do I get to play and just be like, oh, that was fun. I just enjoyed the game. Streaming is how I try to incorporate that, because to me it's so much fun. It's more laid back, more casual. It's a fun experience that way. I really do try and do as much as I can, and that's why I've been trying to do 5 times a week. But 5 times a week on a new game that I'm featuring is very feasible. But 3 times a week is always going to be the minimum. So, anyways, you guys are awesome. But yes, please be sure to tell me. I don't mind that at all. Quentin said it feels too short, two-handed. I wanted to revisit that. I agree. I feel like there's hits that I should be connecting that I miss more often than not. So I do agree with that. Matthias says, some content creators don't like any hints or whatnot at all. So I just want to be respectful and respect your guidelines with dropping hints. I don't mind. Again, I mean, it's fine. You know, we're all learning together on our first playthroughs anyways and stuff. So it doesn't matter. Like, if it was something that I really didn't want any spoilers, then I could just play off stream, right? You know, to me, you're kind of subject to people's, you know, input and things like that. So it's like you have to know that that's part of the job description, right? So if I just go in and I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys told me to go left instead of right, and now I never would have known it. It's like, well, yeah, I mean, you're playing on stream with people. If someone was on your couch and you had some friends over and you're playing the game, they'd probably be, oh, dude, if you do this, it's like you can't blame people. You're in a social setting. If you don't want those spoilers, then you play alone or you play off stream. But yeah, what I don't like is when people are like criticizing every move and mistake I ever make. It's like, dude, then you try being a creator. But yeah, I don't like when people are like super critical, or they just like they're saying like you're doing this wrong or whatever. It's like there's no wrong way to do it. You know, you're only saying what's right because a creator with more followers probably said, well, if you do this, then this is the way to beat the game. It's meta stuff that they just read on wikis and Fextra Life. So it's like, it doesn't count. I like to just kind of experience things and on my own as much as I can, find as many secrets as I can, but I don't mind a little help. I just don't like backseat game, that's all. Or hypercritical viewers. Like, there's just no point. Like, why are you watching me if you're criticizing everything I'm doing?
Now you seek me.
Okay, anyway, so cool. We got his still second dialogue. Yeah, so I don't mind at all. And I do appreciate you asking. To me, that's really nice and respectful of you. That's a level of like respect you normally don't see or just get in general. So I appreciate that. But yeah, I don't mind. It's the same thing as if you guys were here playing and you guys were on my couch or watching on the big screen or something. You know, it's like the same thing. You can't be like, oh, shh, guys. Can you imagine like hushing somebody, or they was saying like, dude, there's a secret here. Like, can you imagine that? The audacity. Anyways, we're gonna be saving this guy later, quote unquote. We're gonna sprint past these fools. Don't do it. Ah, my face. Alright. That guy can usually turn around faster than most wheelchair bros, so I always am pretty cautious around him. But anyways, we're going to grab some goodies. Some frenzied cold blood. That'll be great for leveling. All these other doors that are locked, don't worry about them. We'll actually be dealing with these a little bit later. If we go down this pathway, we're going to see... I don't like this guy at all. This fellow down here. I don't like him one bit. Dude, thanks to you, I finally got that curio from the very last lantern, dude, so thank you for making me aware of that drop. Nice! Definitely didn't know how they dropped it till you said something. On my second off-stream fight, I actually I found it then. I was like, no way. So I was like, I had to tell you. Dude, people like that remind me of the commercial where they're singing, anything you can do, I know, anything you can do, I can do better. Exactly. It's like, then you do it. I have people do that on my lore videos all the time. It's like, well, actually, this, and they write whole paragraphs and be like, the creator's wrong, but this is actually what happened. I'm like, why don't you just create a YouTube channel? You know, instead of trying to sound cool on a comment that no one will read, you know? So it's like, I don't get it. Keyboard warriors, I say. I worked at a job where they were like that. Every job is like that. If you're in corporate, every job's like that. utterly freaking annoying people to talk to and to deal with. Yeah, I know it. It is just weird how people are so audacious. And sometimes I'm like, how do people feel like they're entitled? They have the right to say these things, and me, like, I just don't tolerate that. You know, like I'm very tactful, like, and I'm very, you know, but also people like will say, "Damn, I didn't realize he would say that." I'm like, I don't have to curse or whatever to get my point across, but it still slices just as bad. You know, whenever I say certain things, I'm like, no, like that's not correct, that's not right, and then you get called out about it. Yeah, it's like, whoa, I didn't realize he would do. It's like, well, I'm not gonna just sit by idly and let like these people that are just incapable or whatever just start talking like they just know everything. It's like that's not okay. Like, to me, there's just something about that just rubs me the wrong way, and it's like I will not just sit by and just be like, cool. Now I know when to, you know, when to do the things and when not to, and sometimes it's like, who cares? Like, just let them think that they're the best in the world. It's perfectly fine. But other times, like, no, you can't. Not at like I'd say not at the cost of disrespecting someone or belittling someone, things like that. I can't tolerate. Like, I do not like when people disrespect others like that. Okay, so there's a chick right here. Hi. I'm sorry. We're just... that's how we greet in Canehurst. No! Okay, really? A little late. I'm gonna blame that on the beer. Blame that on the shiner. If you get bombarded with both of them, the best thing to do is drop down here and then just return to the cell area. This is going to prevent you from getting accosted by both of these angry chicks at once. But the lighting kind of sucks because you don't really have your torch. But if you can just come back here, it's not so bad. No, you're good. Let's fight. We're cool. Fight me. There you go. Oh, I didn't... No! That hurt. She is good. See, she's baiting me. She's kiting me. I'm supposed to kite you. Oof. Now with this sword, we'll have a little bit better time spamming R1s. Brosif! Thought I had you there. It's a little dark, so it's hard to see your movements anyways. So much easier to parry the two-handed strikes, of course. Alright, girl. Annoying, I say. Exactly. I was taught and grew up with the mindset of the golden rule. Treat others the way you want to be treated. But it's like all that has gone out the window with this Fortnite generation of crap talkers. Yeah. It's social media, man. It's just empowered people that normally wouldn't have a voice before to think that their opinion matters. Oh my gosh, I have no arcane defense. Jeez Louise. That hurt. Can actually interrupt that with a bullet, but I didn't expect that. A bullet? Oh, really? You're gonna... That's how fast she can cast, by the way. But you can kind of just bum rush her. She's not nearly as difficult. You don't actually want to give her much space. Try and interrupt it if you can, but if not, just use this and then just get in close when you can. She has a lot less defense than her comrade in black garb. Quicksilver bullets, yeah, all the ones I use on your little friend. Okay, there's some cool stuff here. First things first, If we walked up to Lawrence's area, we can insert the eye pendant, which is cool because it's kind of reflecting of eyes on the inside, that whole theme. So I love this cutscene, by the way. I see more and more people just say and do whatever they want these days and always add their unnecessary 2 cents. Yeah, I think they do it for engagement now too, because again, social media, right? So like rage baiting and things like that are just so commonplace now. They just want engagement and attention, and it's a way to seek out that kind of I don't know, engagement, whatever. But it's just so weird to me. I don't see how you get off on, you know, making someone angry or fighting in the comment section with them. It just makes no sense to me. Oh, I love my armor, and I love that cutscene. It's a good one. Okay, so we're going to tag this. At this point, of course, you could go back, blah, 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 but there's actually some secrets to be found here. So we tag the lamp first. We return to this floor here where we dealt with our little churchy friends, our quieter friends. And now we want to go ahead and send the elevator up. So what we do is we step on it, and then we step right back off. And now we've reached a secret lower level, or a lower platform here. And you can grab this item right here. This is Lawrence's skull. This is important because this will actually allow us to trigger the boss fight. But it's not over yet. Oh no. Now if we trigger this bad boy by pulling this lever, now we drop down yet again to a lower floor where the platform was kind of resting. And we'll acquire a brand new weapon. And this is very typical of all Souls-like games. There's always secrets in the elevators or lifts, so always check around. So here we get the church cannon. Then we can take it back up, and then we'll be calling down the original platform where the surgery altar was, and then we'll go back up to the research hall. Research hall, in my opinion, I don't even remember. I'm really excited we get to see it, because this area, in my opinion, is the most difficult to navigate efficiently, you know? It's not like impossible, and I have a pretty good path laid out. I'm actually going to try and practice using it and see how well it is. So you'll see me, you know, kind of looking off to the side, and that's because I want to refer to my little guide here. So actually, I'll do this, pick up the Google Docs, my Bloodborne 100% guide, and we're going to scroll all the way down to the research hall. I need to clean this up, so I think tomorrow I'll be cleaning up this document I have. It's like, I don't know how many pages. I think I'm at like 40 pages. 40 pages of the of just outline, where to go. Okay, cool. Enter the research hall. So here I want to test out and see how good my outline is, just for the sake of how easy it is for me to follow. I haven't visited this area in some time, so. Wait. Oh, my bad. I had to use my my Arnold scream. Anyways, to get back to my question rant hint. So the chapter you're on in Wukong, there's a boss with a rare armor drop, but it's extremely challenging to get. I'm not sure if you've heard about it. No, I've been trying to avoid all that stuff, like all the guides. Like, I've seen all the things, like 0.01% drop. I'm like, I'm not messing with that stuff. But the boss has extra arms, and you have to break off at least 4 of its extra arms to get it. I only managed to break 1 and thought I'd get it. But that wasn't the case, so now I gotta wait till New Game Plus. No! Because you literally get 1 shot at it, which is frustrating. So it's a guaranteed drop. But you only have 1 attempt to get it. I guess let me clarify so that I understand. Well, not let me clarify. Let me clear up my question. So do I only get so say that it's a boss, right? You said it's a boss, so it is a boss. So if you fight this boss, do I only have 1 attempt to get it, and if I die, I don't get another attempt? Or just before I beat the boss, I must break off these additional arms? Because if it's only like 1 attempt, and then like if you die, you just fail and you suck at the game, then that sucks, because I don't think I'll be able to pull that off, especially if I don't even know the boss's moveset and when you encounter the boss. But if it's more so like don't beat the boss, and unless you've broken off these extra arms, then that's more doable, you know. But we'll see. I'm kind of nervous about that one. Kind of nervous.
Very well. Let me.
Yeah, that makes me kind of nervous.
Farewell, good
I love
hunter.
boss drops, I do, but like I don't mind beating a boss a certain way to get a unique item. Kind of like in Lords of the Fallen, I thought that was fantastic. But I like to kind of have an idea of how to pull that off. Alright, so let's go ahead and run up. I'm going to do my best to follow my guide while also not just like reading my notes. But yeah, that would be interesting. So, do I just get one attempt period? Like if I fail and I die, then that's it? Or must I just break off the arms prior to beating him? Because that's interesting. I mean, that's a big difference to me. Alright, so this is the research hall. Freaking hate this area, but there's 2 wandering bronesses. Madnesses over here. Oh, yes. And there's more. We can't hit them. So there's one over here and one off over by the steps. This is a friendly little guy. Don't. He's looking for his eyes. Don't mess with him. Can you imagine looking for your eyeballs and someone just starts swinging on you? Not cool. Treat others the way you want to be treated. The lesson of today's chat. This is the balcony door which we will open at a much later time if time permits, one, and then if Adeline cooperates, because, you know, stuff. There's some elixirs in the pool as well we can go ahead and grab, but this is a poisonous area, so you want to get in and out like a fast food restaurant. Alright, so here we go. We're going to run up the stairs, and we're going to go left first, which is, oh my gosh, pretty typical in my walkthroughs. Typically go left first so we can kind of follow a clockwise fashion. Tons of enemies up on that level, and we'll get some to aggro just to finish them off because there's a billion of them. So, oh please, okay, I'm sorry, I don't want to die. Not this early, girl. I'm just swinging a mile away. Fear swings. Okay, everybody just calm down. So we're going to go left. Up these stairs. This is a big old staircase. Oh my gosh. I forgot that guy. I was looking at chat. Normally I shoot him. There is a trap here, so just be careful. These traps can completely melt your health bars. We're going to grab the Madman's Knowledge. Come back. And we're going to avoid this as well. Hi. Oh, that hurts. Gravity. So my guide says to go in here. But let me just see what's up here. Like, what is that? Why? Oh, because there's the friendly. Yeah, I don't like killing the friendly NPCs. I feel like that's really cruel. Unless they're, like, really suffering. But anyways, we're going to come in here. And this is actually a shortcut. Very valuable. There is a number of wheelchair bros in here that pack a huge punch. Oh my gosh, that will hurt you really bad if it connects, so be careful. We got the beast blood pellets, very nice. Now we can actually tag this ladder too. I mean, not this ladder, this lift. We're gonna be taking this down in just a moment, but not yet. So we're going to take the ladder down first and get an outfit. These are very, very fast variants, very aggressive variants. So I like to take them out quickly because they are no fun to fight. They do all kinds of erratic maneuvers that you just don't see with these types of enemies, so a lot of them are really easy to, as long as they stay in front of you, you know exactly what they're doing. These are crazy. We got the decorative old hunter garb and the trousers, so good stuff. Let's see what else I wrote. Exit the room, turn left. Okay. Exit the room, turn left. All right. Oh, another one. Thank you. Whoa, gosh. There you go. Whew. So we should be getting some frenzied cold blood here. Oh, yeah. The guide is guiding. Oh, yeah, I wanted to test something here. I had in my notes to test something. So here we have our little friend, right? He's another friendly NPC. I don't like to hurt him. I don't like to hurt any of them, actually. They're not doing anything, right? So it's like, as long as they're like in somewhat of at peace, like I'm not gonna harm them. I am against that. Unless they have unique drops, then then I don't care about morals. But still, it's the principle. Matthias says, I love that about Lords of the Fallen, the original as well, and the Surge. Man, that's a good game. That is an excellent game. Okay, so my question was, do I go back to the ladder or go up here? So they do have a stair. I'm curious because this is not normally the path I would take. I think if I'm not mistaken, this just leads to rats, right? Like rats start falling down. Oh my gosh, they did. Oh my, he has the biggest eyes. Get out of here. Yeah, so there's no reason to ever subject yourself to that because rats are disgusting. So, yeah. Yeah, there's nothing. Okay, cool. Well, yeah, I'll never do that again. You bet your keister. So anyways, what we want to do is, after we've grabbed the frenzied cold blood, just to showcase that, hey, how this area connects. But other than that, we go right back upstairs and up the ladder so we can go to Adeline. So we're going to take the elevator down. So here we go, off to the left. We're going to take this lift down, if I can actually step down. But yeah, the Surge, my gosh, had some excellent boss fights. I thought the combat was phenomenal. Let's talk to Adeline really quick.
Lady Maria?
It's not.
No. You're someone else.
Okay. I'm going to chat.
Please, could you do something?
Hold on, here's...
I need brain fluid.
That's a beautiful sound.
Mushy brain fluid.
Mushy brain fluid. So that is pretty much our hint that she requires an item. She's going to require a total of 3 brain fluids, one of which is a secret location, but the other 2 can be found within the research hall area. So
Please, could you do something? I need
so she wants brain fluid, murky, mushy brain fluid. So with that, we're going to open up this shortcut, which now connects to the main entrance. And we're right back where we started. Bob's your uncle. So here we go. Now we're going to go to the right. So we're going to go and take this right staircase. Evidently, you're supposed to equip like a weak weapon so you don't beat the boss too fast or by accident before breaking off at least 4 arms. And then you have to like immobilize the boss when it's trying to use said extra arms. And then you can do charge attacks only to its back. See why this freaking armor drops so... Oh my gosh, I have no clue. So you pretty much have to freeze it in animations where the arms are exposed and break off all the arms. But you have to do it with a weak weapon so you don't accidentally kill the boss first. Lovely. Sounds like a typical hard thing. It's kind of annoying and may or may not be worth it, right? So we're going to go left first. We're going to grab some blood vials up here. But there's 2 enemies we got to take care of first. Oh my gosh. Why are you so fast? This is 2 hits, but even so, I don't really like how slow this is. Even when I use, the Kirk hammer, I typically don't mess with that. We can open the sick room and go to the ladder. Okay, that's what we're going to do. Instead of fighting all those millions of people, we're going to open the sick room. Now, there's lots of hurt people here. They are not violent, so... I mean, they're probably all kind of suffering a little bit, so... It's up to you to put them out of their misery or not, but we're going to head up the ladder first. And we've got some giants to slay. sir. Oh my gosh. More blood vials here in the corner. Can you swing? He swung, but none of them were attacks I could successfully parry. Lovely. Lovely. Okay, that's what I was trying to do the first time. There you go. We'll do that too. We'll take that. We take those. We take those. Alright, so he's hurting. Yep, that's it. You got it and worded it perfect. Nice. Okay, so that's still pretty difficult, to be honest. In my opinion, that's actually pretty hard, but I think we can pull it off. We've got some pretty weak staffs, so we should be able to do it. So we need to go down the ladder first, and we're going to drop down on these enemies here. Oh, that's the stuff. No, please don't go too crazy on me. They don't aggro from very close, because they're actually waiting to kind of bum rush you from the other side. We're going to connect the dots here in just a moment, but first things first, we got to run past some of these baddies here. Projectile flinging ones are the worst. Ugh. We're gonna drop down. I don't want to mess with all these fools. Of course they follow me. Panic! Okay, not too bad. Oh, she's coming in hot. Coming in hot. Okay. Why do you hit so hard, you big-headed thing? I need more stamina. It's been decided. Oh, wait, we'll grab some sedatives, and then we're going to go back up the ladder here. So now we've cleared out this area just to connect everything for you guys. This is where we just entered, and then I ran straight over here for the rest of the items. There's some roaming enemies over here we could take out, but they're not bothering anybody. So we ran past, grabbed the vials, and opened the sick room, and then came up and around. We're going to actually go back up the ladder, though, so we can open up the next floor. So we're going to take this ladder up here. And BRB, says Matthias, no worries, no worries. Alright. And we're going to open up this door instead. We should be at floor 4. And you can always check by just reading. So patient room floor. We've got some antidotes and a few other things to get, so goody, goody. I'll grab these antidotes. Remember, they're sort of kin-ish, so they don't like thrust attacks very much. Very susceptible to these types of attacks. This is patient room floor. Patient room floor 4, sorry. Should be some bros trying to trick us here. The poison variety. We'll grab some Quicksilver bullets, and then we're going to take the stairs to the balcony, which is going to grab us a little item here. Dirty damp blood gem. We're going to return to the main stairs. And then we've got some I guess some running to do. Let's see if these guys get killed first. Not bad, not bad. That one's probably going to fall off or get shot. Let me see. Okay, they're just taking it. Completely tanking that. So we go here, and then we're going to rush the gunner, actually. Make sure, yeah, I'll say, don't do what I just did. You're having a little too much fun there, buddy. So we rush the gunner. Circle right, open patient room floor 5. Okay, so let's see where that's at so I can kind of get an idea. Reshan Fernandez says, what's up, man? Nothing much, man. How are you doing today? Welcome to the stream. That's laboratory floor 5, so why wouldn't I have opened this? Okay, this is the elevator shortcut. This elevator will take us right back to the wheelchair bros, but also there's a secret in that lift where you can reach a floor or a portion of this floor that was previously inaccessible. So we'll be getting that here soon. But let's circle around first. Take out some of these headless bros here. These are actually the chicks. Headless chicks. It's more PC. Your Blasphemous playthroughs are so good, man. Thank you so much, Fernando. I appreciate that. I'm glad you enjoy them. I love doing 100% guides for Metroidvanias, and I'll be doing the same for Souls-likes here. So Bloodborne will be my my next 100% walkthrough, followed by Dark Souls. And I don't know if you like Lies of P, but I've already done one for that, and several other games as well that I'm sure you'd enjoy. If you like Blasphemous, you'll certainly like the games I play, our feature on the channel. Another trap here. The headless ones are kind of tanky, but you don't want to actually attack them up front either. If you do, you want to attack, then dash to the side and finish them off. So, anyways, just go ahead and grab this item. We're going to circle around anyways, but not a bad thing to grab those elixirs ahead of time. And then we can jump in here. This is where we're going to get a unique item, the Patient Room, floor 5. Well, thank you, Fernando. Thank you so much, or Reshan, for sharing that, because I'm glad that it was useful to you. That's what's most important to me, that you get some value out of it. So it's really awesome. Really awesome to hear that the guides help out. So we got the enlarged head helmet. It looks so creepy. Remember, these enemies are pretty much immortal. They will continue to just revive and spread frenzy everywhere. And I'm about to get frenzied, actually, because yes. But yeah, you normally don't have to let them attack, but you know. Get wrecked, please. Thank you. Now, we did get sedatives, remember, downstairs, so if we're quick enough, you can always pop one. Or you can just wear, you know, better gear. But we do have an ambush here we want to avoid, so definitely want to do that. You can actually shoot it down, too, so either way. Lovely. I love that. I'm just gonna heal. Just spam heal it. Raphael, what are you doing awake, you crazy man? Hello, just saying hi. I can't any longer. It's like 5 a.m. in France, so hello. Hello, Raphael. Hope you're doing great. I just wanted to do like a little bonus stream since I came back from my my little road trip. So hope you're doing well. Get some sleep. Get some rest. And we'll be talking to you soon, my friend. Get some sleep. Alright, so now we're going to go back. Let's see what my guide says. Like, I'm actually just working on, like, kind of practicing this area because this is a tougher area to get perfectly down, so. Alright, so. Oh, I see, I see. So I'm waiting on using that elevator door. So it's good to open it, but I'm actually going up and clearing out the rest of the upper area, which is fine. I think that's a great idea, actually. So we'll be revisiting this area very shortly. So instead, we're going to go up, and then we're going to go right. We don't want to go down, because that's where we just came from. So instead, we turn right up here. Matthias says, I'm back. Also, something weird happened to me in Wukong today. I wasn't so far from the Longevity Road Shrine. Oh my gosh. Hold on. There's somebody huge. Hold on. There's somebody behind me, too. Oh, that scared the bejeebies out of me. Hold on. Let me kill this dude real quick. Okay. You just have all the boys in the world. Okay. That's fine. Yes. Thank you, sir. Okay. That's fine. That's fine, too. I wasn't paying attention. I didn't realize he walked all the way down here. But Matthias said something weird was happening. I wasn't too far from the Longevity Road Shrine, or whatever it's called. And I was, let's see. Wait, and I was to the left fighting one of those bat-wielding dudes. I woke up. Oh, Raphael says, I woke up and I seen you were live, so I wanted to say hi. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. You wake up early, my friend. I would still be asleep at 5 a.m. Shoosh. But no, I'm so glad you said hi. We were actually talking about, you were saying, man, Raphael's missing out. I'm doing a Bloodborne stream. So, Matthias, I'm waiting for the second part of your comment. It's taking forever to come in for some reason, but it's saying that you're fighting a bat-wielding dude. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this ladder. We're going to pretty much explore the rest of this upper area. Matthias then says, and somebody said, don't come any closer. And I was like, huh? Who the heck said that? There's only one NPC in that section, and that's the guy that wants you to start a fire for him. Don't come any closer. Who would be saying that then? Who would be saying that's weird? That's creepy. There's crows everywhere around here, just be careful. Oh, lovely. Be careful as I get eaten alive by all of them. So I want to... Ugh, they're so gross. No! Okay, gravity. Gravity will do the rest. So now that we've grabbed those items on the beams and avoided those enemies, we can grab this really quickly, a bloodstone chunk. Great upgrading material. We don't want to kill these NPCs. I mean, he's definitely suffering, kind of. But it's fine. He's fine. This is fine. Roshan says, bye, Raphael. Goodbye and for you in the chat. Take care, Raphael. Get some sleep. Matthias says, so who the heck said that? I wandered everywhere looking for whoever said it, but didn't find anything. Don't come any closer, and that... I don't know who that would be. I have no clue who that would be. Oh, and then from here, you want to just drop down, actually. Just note that there's going to be a crow up here and a rune you're going to be getting as well, so... what we're going to do is take this up first. We're raising the stairs up, which is going to trigger Simon, actually. But also change up a few areas that we were at and how to get to them. So we want to go to this enlarged head over here. Unlike the others that we had just faced off with, this one's not violent. So you do need to kill her, though. She'll die in usually just one hit, and you can grab our first brain fluid. Good stuff, right? And now we're going to circle around here. And we're going to scare this crow off. Because it always jumps off at the wrong time, of course. Do a little plunging attack on it. And then we can get another rune. So a guidance rune. So pretty good loot haul there. I have no clue who would have said that. I'm trying to think. Also trying to think, Matthias, if there's any gear you may have had on that may have triggered that response from like the NPC. I don't know. Like a unique response because you had a certain gear set on or something. But anyways, I have no clue. So we're going to go downstairs and be careful because there's some really like those faster rushing like enemies. And they usually just rush up the stairs really quickly. They can knock you off, and they did that to me a few times, actually. There they go. Okay, thank you. Thank you for your craziness. Really appreciate it. But we're going to go down these steps here, and then we're going to make a left so we can grab some loot. And open up a chest. But we're going to take out these crows first because they're always a nuisance. The crogs. The barking crows. Crow dogs. Hey, 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 hey. Easy. And then we open up the chest and get a nice damp gem. Neither do I. It drove me nuts. I chalked it up to just being a glitch or else I never would have moved on. You have to like trick yourself sometimes, right? Like it's a glitch. It's not supposed to happen. I do it to myself all the time. I'm like, nah, it's nothing. It's nothing. I can't tell you what gear I had on. I'm not spoiling any of that. Oh, no way. Okay, cool. We'll just keep that in mind, though. That could have been what triggered it, right? Maybe. Who knows? It could just be an NPC that, like a cowardly, like, you know, Yao Guai or something. I don't know. That just maybe says that, but it's like it's not a very common dialogue. That's what I would think. So we're gonna go now, since we've circled back around, right? We're gonna go back to the first. Oh my gosh, he's alive! What the ball, dude? Okay, I'm gonna get you this time, promise. Okay, well, that's fine. There you go. Jeez Louise, man. Oh, what manner of sorcery is this? Okay, so now... Oh, okay, somebody else. Wise guys. Oh my gosh! I forgot about you! No, 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 no! And he's like, ha ha ha, you'll never catch me. This is a perfect way to get the second brain fluid, by the way. Now, don't do it. Don't. Why do you have so much health? That didn't interrupt you? Fair. Facts. Okay. Total facts. Okay, sir? Ma'am? Bro? Ah, you have so much health. I don't like you. Oh, come on. Because you're on a staircase? Yes, thank you. Thank you, sir. I think it's a chick. Ugh, there you go. Get wrecked. Why do you have so much health? I don't care. Okay. That was a dude. It was a dude, bro. Matthias says, also, I was wrong, and that's all I have to say about that. For some reason, I told you there was only one spear in the game, so it's unique. Well, I was... Ooh. There's more than one spear, you say. I'm intrigued. I am intrigued. And here's brain fluid number 2, plip plop. Such a great way and a great path to get the brain fluids, in my opinion. So I definitely suggest that. And actually, I'm going to write that in my guide because right here, I need to add that step. Because on my, when I was actually writing the guide out, I completely got knocked off this floor and I could not find my way back up for the longest time. So turn left and go downstairs, defeat NPC, kill enlarged head, obtain brain fluid number 2. Okay, so that's actually going to help us and save us a step. So what we want to do now is we've arrived at this the laboratory floor 5. This is the second elevator we can take, but we can also drop down. Yeah, okay. You know, I probably shouldn't have dropped down. I mean, I probably shouldn't have dropped off this secret thing yet. It's fine. It's fine. But normally, what you would have the opportunity to do here is go to that middle platform. And the platform would be lowered because you would be, the stairs wouldn't have been raised yet. So there's actually no need to drop down from there at this point. This would actually just be a way back up. Interesting. But we can go ahead and I guess explore this other side. See, that's where it gets a little tricky, guide-wise. Brain fluid number 2. Open laboratory door 5. Activate the shortcut. Use the secret path. Arrive at this floor. Okay. Maybe that's what we do. So I'm going to delete that part. Because I think that the way we did it there was just perfect. So we've used the secret path, and then we're going to take the staircase up to the left. And then we can grab... It's just one little item, and then we can return. I just wonder if I should have taken the elevator down all the way first to just unlock that little pathway. Are you nice? You're not nice. And your friend is throwing sedatives at my face. Please heal. I suck. I didn't want to die there because that's actually pretty annoying. It makes it a problem because I should be able to... I sent the elevator down, so I should be fine. I should be able to retrace my steps. We'll go right back to where we were. Dude, I am so pumped for your playthrough this week. So much to look forward to, but my son also goes back to school this week, but I shouldn't miss any of your streams, which is groovy. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Well, I hope you don't miss any. That'd be awesome. So this is going to be where we talk to Simon, but we're not talking to him yet. That's exciting for school. Man, yeah, it's just crazy how the kids grow up. I tell you what. But that's awesome. I hope that you can be there for the streams. It's always so much better whenever you're in there just chatting and just giving me good advice, and we're just kind of just bouncing ideas back and forth. It's always fun, man. I love it. That's why I like streaming so much. There's a part of me that's like, if I could be just a full-time streamer, I think I would rather do that. I love creating content, and I would still create content, but I think that I would it'd just be a little bit less, more stress-free, I suppose. Just be able to stream. Okay, we're gonna jump off here. We're gonna turn left. We're gonna go down this staircase and circle back around. This is the problem that we had last time, though. See, I'm tired of you. Oh my gosh. I can't ever pull off the visceral whenever we're on, like, uneven footing. Might as well just finish you off too. Okay. Another failed visceral. But we're gonna go up here and take out these enemies. I'm so pumped too, man. I'm super excited about my play. I can't wait to finish it. And not because it's like, oh, I gotta get through it, but I'm excited. Dude, that's just gonna be a fun game to see through to the end. It reminds me again of like God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, like all these just excellent, excellent games. I did not mean to jump into that. But you're a ranged fighter, so you lack the courage to fight up close in fisticuffs. So let's see, where is this? Quicksilver bullets? Did I add that somewhere? Quicksilver bullets ×4. Enter patient room floor 3. Okay, yeah. See, I had it all like there's a science to it. And then we just go, whoa! Wait, what? Oh, you didn't. Oh my gosh. Okay, she almost got me. This key is important. The underground cell key. We're going to need this. So we're going to return to the spiral staircase. And apparently go down this left staircase here and grab the lock shield. Nice. Man, I think I did pretty good navigating this area, like, pretty smoothly. We got the lock shield, which is so cool. We can drop down, we can grab all these goodies, actually. Remember, we do have the a key as well. We're going to be needing for a little bit later, so we'll grab these 2 items and get poisoned along the way, because why not? Why are you so angry? Why are they so mad? My gosh. We've got some kin cold blood and a blood gem. Love it. We're going to go talk to Adeline. I'm not sure what her name is or how to pronounce it, but it's one of those. And we're going to give her some brain fluids.
Please, could you do something for me? I need brain fluid.
We're going to give her 1 brain fluid right now.
Mushy.
Groovy. I love that word. Groovy. So we're going to give her 1 brain fluid. And then we can go speak to Simon, and then we'll go back to the cell area, actually. Ugh.
Oh, it's wonderful. Oh.
Sounds a little gushy and gross to me. A little gushy and gross. Not cute.
I know.
Matthias says, you never truly know how fast time really goes till you have a kid and get to watch him or her grow up. Seemingly way too fast. There's no doubt, man.
Have you ever run dry of Saint's blood?
She offers her blood, which is actually really good. And I just like to have her blood on my person. not in like a literal sense, but it's just because in my inventory, to be precise, because you know, you have Blood of Ariana, which is really cool. You get the blood of gosh, what's her name, Adela, and then you have the blood of Adeline. So you can have any of those, but only one at any given time. So anyway, so off we go. We're gonna speak with Simon, and the guide worked perfectly. It was perfect. So I'm glad that I updated that one piece, and we're good. Hello, hello.
Not a pretty sight.
He tells us it's time to slay Maria.
The true face of the blood-worshipping, beast-purging, healing church. But that's not all. You seek the secrets held by the
I like Simon, and I'd like to actually delve into his character. I don't think, you know, I think there's much more to him than what we see here. And obviously, he is a good
She
guy.
hides the real secret.
Let's chat once again.
Go on. Kill Maria atop the astral clock tower. She hides the real secret.
All right. So then we're going to return to the Hunter's Dream. We'll level up quite a bit. We have quite a few echoes, so we'll definitely do some leveling. And after this, what we'll do is we're going to go back to the cells, and we're going to free Yamamura and a few of the other characters of note, and open up the rest of those cells.
Go. Very well.
Okay, so here we can bump this up a bit. Definitely need more endurance. It's lacking.
Farewell.
Matthias says, dude, I remember the days where you had to search and pay for a strategy guide for games, and now we have awesome streamers and content creators like y'all that make really thorough and in-depth walkthroughs. Man, I appreciate that. And you know, the funny thing is I grew up in the same exact age, and not only that, but you had to print them out. Like, so you had to find, and they're all HTML. They were just text. There were no images, there were no video guides back then. It was just hundreds of pages sometimes. And I remember that one of the very first guides I ever used was for Resident Evil. And it was a guide printed out on maybe 50 to 60 pages, and it was just all written out and formatted in like just text. It was insane, but that was what we used. Matthias is very cool. Wish I had your walkthrough when I originally played this game. Oh man, yeah. By now you probably have it memorized, but I certainly wrote out the guide in such a way that it's just going to be so seamless. It's going to be, I think it's going to be top notch. So I can't wait to have it a feature on the channel. This would be really a guide I'm very proud of. One that I feel will match the quality of the Lies of P guide. So that's really what I was going for. I was very hesitant and nervous to do it, but I'm like, you know what? I gotta just, I want to feature the games I love and post content in the games I love, and I need to take the risk sometimes and be like, hey, maybe it won't be perfect, but it'll be the best work that I can do, you know. And sometimes that's got to be enough. We forgot to go to the cells, so we're gonna, since we returned to the dream, we can just take this elevator down, and we'll be really close to the cells, actually. I love this armor. I mean, I can't believe how cool it looks. So we're gonna go down here. And we've got a little surprise as well waiting for us around one of these corners. But let's take these guys out really quickly before they become a nuisance. And he'll be like, huh, you just killed my friend. Oh, I forgot I had a torch in my hand. I still have a torch in my hand, actually. That's funny. Okay, there you go. No more torch. And that reminds me, I'll be doing a torch-only challenge run of this game here soon as well. Probably after Anotria. Alright, so lovely. That was unpleasant, to say the least.
Shrouded by the crowd under the church.
Matthias says, dude, that's crazy. I literally wrote my own strategy guide for Resident Evil 1 and 2 so I could get the fastest times for the unlocks and whatnot. Nice. That's awesome. That is awesome. So this guy is just kind of crazy, but if you kill him, you have the ability to summon him for the Living Failures fight, and also you get all his stuff. So a lot of people don't get it right. Like they say, like I don't know. I've heard a lot of things where they're like, it's pretty much something to the effect of a culture appropriation. Like it's like, oh, it's like a Caucasian dude in Japanese garb. He's literally a Japanese dude. If you look at his face, He's got the features, you know. So I mean, he's a Japanese dude. So I don't know why people ever say that, but I hear that all the time. And I'm like, no, he's his name's Yamamura. So, he's Japanese. But anyways, this is his garb. You get his full set. So he is intended to be killed. I mean, you do not need to save him. The way you save him is by killing him, because he's crazy, and that allows him to help you. So he's a cool guy. You just gotta, you know, wake him up a little bit. But yeah, I've heard, it's so weird. I'm like, what? Like he's Japanese. Literally, this guy. He's wearing the Yahar Ghul set, so you know he's a creep already. He doesn't aggro until you stab him through the walls, which I normally do, so that's what we're gonna do. Oh gosh. Or if you like actually walk in the cell like a fool and be like, hey, how's it going? But yeah, after this you gotta kinda like bait him out. There you go. That's what we're doing. Ugh. Okay, you didn't wanna. Ouch. There you go. They love trying to attack you out of the rolls. Whenever he's two-handed, it's so much easier to interrupt him. Sir? Ooh, I thought I had that. Like, okay, how about we just do this? We're gonna come into the light. Step into the light. Sirs. Oh, I'm so greedy. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? He's good. He's real good. He knows me. He knows the attacks I want to counter. Can you just do a regular strike? Thank you. That'll work too. And then we'll just stab him a few times. Pokey, pokey, pokey. And he's dead. Now we get the church pick from him, which is an interesting weapon and a unique weapon. So we add to the collection happily. Matthias says, so what are the odds when they showcase and announce the PS5 Pro that we'll get a teaser for Bloodborne 2? People's brains would literally explode. Oh, I really doubt there's a Bloodborne 2 coming out before a remaster or a remake. I wouldn't mind a remaster or either a remaster or a remake. You know, in my opinion, I think both would be excellent. But I couldn't fathom there being a Bloodborne 2. I don't think there ever will be, honestly, in my opinion. But it's okay with it because it's one of those things where it's like, okay, just leave it perfect. It's fine. But I wouldn't mind a remaster with updated visuals or a remake to get rid of some of the some of the annoyances like auto gesturing and stupid stuff like that, or that would be cool to be able to get rid of. NPCs, if you could give them a little bit more improved AI, because sometimes they're just really dumb. Stuff like that would be pretty cool. But other than that, I think the game's essentially flawless. I love it otherwise. But I would really like to see a remaster or remake. I mean, although as much as I would want to see a sequel, I'm fine with it not being a sequel. It's like, this will always be such a cherished game in my opinion. I don't necessarily want a series out of it. The single experience was honestly enough, and I don't even think how they continue it, in terms of the story. But I'm sure there's a way. But I don't think they'll make a Bloodborne 2, even though as much as it would be welcomed by the community. Like I said, my luck, there won't be a Bloodborne 2 till they announce PlayStation 10, and I'll be 60, and I'll have carpal tunnel, I'll be forced to watch my son play. Exactly. He'd be like, I've passed on the torch to you now, son. It is your time. Speak to Adeline to trigger phase 2. Okay. So now we have to come up here and see if she's thirsty.
Oh.
She's just...
I know.
No. I'm fine. I don't need your blood. You gotta reset a few times. So bouncing back and forth between the hunter's dream or just quitting out several times is sufficient to trigger her second phase, where she'll request a brain fluid yet again. And once you give it to her, then she'll actually grant you the balcony key, which opens up a few things for us and gives us some goodies before we face off with the, a few bosses. PlayStation 10. It's awesome.
Oh, I'll have you know, so do.
Girl. So we're going to continue quitting out. It only takes it's always less than 3 to 4 times max, and then less than 5. I've never had to do it more than 3 or 4 times. And she'll essentially move on to phase 2 and say, "Can you help me? Will you do me a small favor?" Whatever she says. And once the dialogue changes, you know that it's time.
Hello? Hello? Is anyone there? Please.
It's
somebody.
me.
I need help. I'm trying. But I'm afraid the sound is fading.
So now she's triggered phase 2.
No, please, I must.
So let's give her the second brain fluid.
Yes, that.
And once she takes this second brain fluid, she's actually going to grant us the balcony key.
Thank you. Take this charm.
Thank you, lady. Alright, so now we're going to circle around. These enemies are actually deceptively strong, so be careful when you fight them. They have lots of tendrils and different attacks they can resort to, so just be very careful. Also, other enemies that are a little stronger than they need to be are about to be coming up on here in just a moment. So we're going to open up this door here with the balcony key. We're going to drop down safely. And then we're going to circle all the way around to this item right here, because it puts us in the prime position to get the actual item we're intending to get. So normally what I do, I don't like to use items like this. I don't just dodge around like crazy, but for the sake of a guide, I grab this, and then you can pop an elixir. The blue elixir sort of helps. If I'm being incredibly honest, it's kind of hit or miss. So grab the black sky eye and then just dodge like crazy. Just run around like a madman. Oh my gosh, we're dead. Oh my, and then jump. And then go left and we're gonna kill this wandering madness. This one's chunky. Oh yeah, that one's got some chunk to it. Bloodstone chunk times 2. And then we can circle around here and we'll be fine. So yeah, that's pretty much the path I like to take. This is the truth in life. Bloodborne is a masterpiece, and it'll probably be more likely that they release on remaster, which hopefully will have a PC release as well, so they'll stop whining. Indeed. Peter Estrada says, "Hello, what's going on, Peter? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream." So after that, after you get the Wandering Madness, all you gotta do is just run over here, and we're gonna do a running jump. Make it nice and easy. Don't run from a mile back. Just run at the very end. Stick to the left side and you'll grab a blood gem right here. Now, interestingly enough, there's like a really cool little way you can get down that I didn't even know existed. So you can just drop down here, boop, boop, and then go here. And now you're back to where you need to be at. So, love it. Now we've got, of course, the final phase. The final phase of it all. Remember, we are actually on Lawrence's platform. We need to bring down the surgical eye one for now, so we're going to get right back. So we're going to return to the research hall, and then we're going to quit out and trigger Adeline's third phase. I believe her name's Adeline. I think that's probably how you pronounce it, but we shall see. We shall see. Peter Estrada, how's it going, my friend? How are you doing on this fine evening? Actually, it's 10:30 p.m. for me. What time is it in your side of the world? Okay, here we go. So, we have triggered Adeline. It's phase 2. We need to trigger phase 3 now. So it's just a matter of quitting out a few times.
Oh, the sticky drip. How Can you hear?
She's just nuts. She's just enjoying the brain fluid right now. We're going to continue to quit out. And essentially, you know that she's triggered or entered phase 3 whenever she's no longer bound to the chair. So that's what we'll be waiting for. And this is important because we can receive the milkweed rune. So after this, we'll take a nice little break and we'll be facing off with Lawrence, which is interesting. Rashawn says, bro, I just woke up. It's 9:05 a.m. here. So where in the world are you? Let's see. Are you like in Spain or something?
Drop. Sleep.
Let's see. So that'd be 12. You're like way, yeah, you're like many, many hours ahead. You're like 11 hours ahead of me. The only place I can think of where 11 hours would be like in India.
Slump.
I'm trying to think of my times. The Indian time zone is about that far out. But I'm trying to remember. Because I know like whatever they call it now, England or UK, whatever, it's like 6 hours. And then you have like France, which is like 1 extra hour. And then it keeps kind of going from there. And I think like 10 or 11 hours is right around the Indian time zone. It's a country you've never heard of. Starts with S. Oh, so you said it's not. So Spain was not correct? Because obviously I think everybody's heard of Spain. And then I said India. You said no. Or no, you didn't say no. My bad. I'm not. Let me see my chat real quick. Peter said, it started raining, had to down tools on the fence job, 13:30 hours Monday afternoon in beautiful Victoria, Australia. Oh, nice. You're in Australia. Awesome, Peter. Australia. Very, very cool. Well, thank you for stopping by. Now, okay, starts with an S over in that region. I have no clue.
Drip.
She's still crazy. Let me quit out while I'm guessing everybody's time zones. Matthias says, here in New York, it's just after 11:30. Yep, you're 1 hour ahead of me. Also, my download's done, but it tells me it won't be available to play for another day. No way. So you can download it, but okay, it's like the pre-downloads. That's what's so annoying to me. I get like the benefit of that, but at the same time, it's a total tease. Close to India with an S. Oh, I suck at geography. I mean, you know, when it comes to India, though, I used to work in India actually when I was a young whippersnapper. I used to work in India. And I worked in South India, specifically Chennai. And then later on, I worked in North India, Gandhinagar. So, but prior to all that, I was in Dubai. So, I know that the time zone, that's why I knew kind of the time zone would be like 10 or 11 hours that way. So it's a country next to India with an S. Oh man, I suck at geography though. I don't know, like, I mean, you know, I'm just not the best at that. Okay, so phase 3 has been triggered, but I'm going to pull up a map, and we're going to get this right. So phase 3 has been triggered, and we'll talk to her really quickly. I feel so bad for her, though, but honestly, I feel like she fulfilled her purpose because none of these enlarged heads die permanently. They kind of live through all the pain, and they just kind of revive and resurrect. The fact that she died, I feel like she's kind of, I don't know, I guess the best way to put it is like she reached, achieved peace or whatever. I don't know. Like she fulfilled her purpose and she was at peace and then she was able to pass on. I don't know.
Hello.
It's sad though. So she asks for brain fluid, and what we're going to do is, of course, obtain it from her, right? Because we've obtained it from similar enemies, so that was kind of the hint. And she even has some dialogue saying, I think it's already inside. Now she wakes right back up, and we can talk to her and give her the brain fluid that we just extracted from her. So after we do this, we somehow do a taunt, which makes no sense, because I didn't even move my controller. And she gives us the milkweed rune, which is incredibly important for the fishing hamlet section. But look, she actually dies after this, so it's really sad. I don't know. It's just, everybody dies in this game. Yeah. Everybody dies. What was your job? So I used to work in finance. So I was, I handled I trained people on different tasks and stuff within the finance industry. So like whether it was like mortgages or foreclosures or originations, like I kind of handled all that. So I handled the training for that. So I went over to teach our systems and all that stuff and train everybody on all the different processes and everything according to whatever jobs they were going to be doing. So it was awesome. Absolutely loved it. I loved the music, loved the food. It was just great. Great, I say. Okay, so from here, we've got the Milkweed Rune. And we can go kill the... we can actually take Lawrence out first. Let's take out Lawrence, then the Living Failures, then Maria. Lawrence is incredibly hard to defeat with Valter, especially in New Game Plus. Other than that, he's not so bad. Colby says, yo, what's it going? How's it going, man? How's it going, Inhuman? Having a bloody good time? Heck yeah. Oh, man, I love me some Bloodborne. I actually just got back from a road trip, and I was like just fiending for some gaming. But I was like, I couldn't play Wukong because I've been scheduling that during the day so everybody can watch it. But I was like, I haven't finished my Bloodborne playthrough, and I'm about to start my 100% guide for everybody. So I was like, let's play some Bloodborne. It's one of my favorite games of all time, and honestly, I just really wanted to get in and play. So I was like, what a great excuse. That's why I love streaming. Streaming is so much fun because you can just like say, I think I want to play a game, and I don't really have a direction to go, but we're gonna have some fun. But yes, I'm having a bloody good time. Matai said, dude, it's amazing to me that somebody even came up with this world and story of Bloodborne and all its characters and whatnot. It's just kind of mind-blowing what people come up with. So it's definitely true, as the old quote says, the world is governed by its imagination. Or so. Yeah, no doubt. And I don't know how involved Hidetaka Miyazaki gets in it, but I mean, these stories that in these worlds that he creates, or he directs at the very least, are just phenomenal. I mean, they're so good. Okay, we're going to use the Soul Cleaver, the good old Soul Cleaver, and we're going to also summon our friend Valter. This will be the last time we use Valter, so we can get the 5 vermin. And let's double check and make sure we have 4 vermin at this time. We do. So we'll be able to get his items as well. So this is, again, a great practice for me before my 100% guide, and also just a great excuse for me to play with you guys. Alright, so true as... Oh, I really have to ask, what does New Game Plus mean? So, okay, so Rashawn, New Game Plus just means like, once you complete a game, normally you can just start the game over and you start fresh, right? Like, you start from scratch, like the very beginning. New Game Plus means that only in certain types of games, but New Game Plus means you complete a game, you reach the ending, and then the game starts over. So the story progression is reset to 0. However, your character stats, your items that you've collected along the way, consumables, things like that, anything aside from a story-related item is stuck with your inventory, so you don't lose any of that progress, even your level. The only progress that you lose is story progress. You can start back over, and now you're usually more powerful. Sometimes there's more rewards you can get, different rewards you can get as well, so all kinds of cool benefits to a New Game Plus, and you get to play through the game at much more higher level, so you're more powerful and you can defeat things a little more easily. Sometimes the game's difficulty also increases along with that, though, but you're usually more prepared for it, so that's what a New Game Plus means. Colby, oh my gosh, Colby, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. So $10 from Colby. Was debating all day about buying a new game and better to play through my backlog while I watch you. Dude, Colby, thank you so much. You're awesome, man. Always so kind and so generous. That means a lot. It really does. Praise the tipster, indeed. Colby just super chatted $10, guys. Like, give that man a GG's. That dude's a lifesaver. Colby, thank you so much, man. You're awesome. I really appreciate that. Let's see. Oh yeah, we need to go kill Lawrence. Also, this is certainly my my bro through. So if you guys want to bro out and we play some Bloodborne, you're more than welcome to get summoned. I have 53 insight, so, and also probably another 50 consumable insight. So we got this. We got this indeed. I should have teleported to the proper area. That was actually my fault for, you know, not being able to read, but, you know, it's fine. We're going to go to the beginning, or the very first lamp, actually, and we'll be taking on Lawrence so that we can kind of just I always forget about Lawrence, I'm not going to lie. I usually forget about Lawrence until after I defeat Cos, and I'm like, oops. The Orphan of Cos, or some say Cosm. The Hunter's Nightmare. GG's, Colby. Indeed. Colby's the man. Lies of P New Game Plus is amazing. Honestly, the most fun I've had in a while. Colby, did you realize or notice that there's some different chests and actually upgraded rings and stuff in different areas as well? There's a lot of areas where seemingly there would have been an item in New Game, and whenever you go to New Game Plus, you're like, oh my gosh, this is why there was an empty space here. Oh, this is why this balcony was here. There's so many examples of that in New Game Plus that part of me was like, man, I kind of wanted to show all the differences in New Game Plus. Lots of extra chests. It's really interesting. I like it. We still have the Impurity Rune equipped, so we're going to go ahead and take on our little friend. I always forget this item, but I didn't get it, but whatever. Okay, we're going to go here. We're going to run up to Lawrence real quick and say hi. Run past this bro. Yeah, works every time. Don't do it. Don't shoot me anymore. Okay, let's not do that. Oh, okay. Okay, we left two. That's fine. Get wrecked. Let me make sure. Why do I feel like I'm missing some of the armor? It's the constable stuff that I'm concerned about. Oh no, I'm good. I was perturbed that I was missing something. Colby says, yes, some of those newer amulets and stuff are necessary to not get deleted by the endgame damage. Yeah. If you don't have your perfect blocks down, you might want to stat up and invest in some good old health and defense for sure. Because you'll get jacked up otherwise. He's like, ringing the bell, ringing the bell. Oh, it was a mile too early for that. It's fine. I'm blaming this on the shiners. Oh my god. There, shut up. I used the audio cue and the visual cue for that one. Too late, but it's fine. Blaming that on the shiners again. Okay, so Lawrence is a beast, so obviously we can get some benefit from this, but sadly, you know, the problem is I did not switch out my fire gem, and he is, you know, on fire. So we're gonna have to use the Ludwig's blade, which is fine. We can use it in either form, and it should still deal a decent amount of damage. So we're gonna just kind of stick with it as is. Let's see. Colby says, and the new P organ level. Oh my gosh, the new P organ levels are insane because you get just enhanced benefits from the get-go. So it's like quality of life stuff that you were kind of wishing for on the first one. And when you open up the new levels, I think it's like 2 new levels. It's really cool. Matthias says, I wish donating would just add to your phone bill, but then I'd lose track and my phone would probably skyrocket. My wife would be like, what the bleep have you done? You know, I want to add the bleep sound effect. I don't even actually need to curse or whatever, but I would just love to be like, mother, because like, and then have like a button I can press to be like, beep, because there's sometimes when I get upset, but I don't actually like have to curse, but I just want to beep. I just think it adds like a comedy factor to like whenever I'm like raging. Let me read real quick. So, give brain fluid, receive milkwood rune, kill Lawrence, kill the living failures, get the astral clock tower key, kill Maria, get the celestial doll. Man, my guide is good. I can't wait till it's done. Now, the only thing I have to do, of course, is the fishing hamlet after I kill all those bosses, but we'll probably save that for the final Bloodborne stream. Now, look at this. Look at my insight, guys. 59, okay? A great number. Not bad, you know, not bad at all. But whenever I wait. There's no way. Every time on my file, my other file, I'm on New Game Plus. When I summon Volter, it takes 2 insight. And I'm not going to lie, I was doing my practice runs on Lawrence. I had 99 insight. I ended with about 58 or so. It took me 25 tries to beat Lawrence, keeping Walter alive on New Game Plus. I could have beat him multiple times, but I have to keep Walter alive. It took me from 99 insight to about 58, I think it was 57. Every time you summon him, it's -2 insight. So what is that? 99 minus 50. 59. No, 49. 49. I had 49 insight left after the end of it. It took me 25 tries. This on new game, I guess on a new game cycle or like the, first playthrough, it takes 1 insight. I didn't notice that, but I noticed that it was taking 2 on my new game plus, and I was like, wait, is Walter just that much more expensive? I guess he's not, but his price to summon does increase in new game plus. That is interesting. That's really interesting. Rushan says, well, I got a headache and a few people are coming soon. Any tips for numbing? Oh, man, no, I don't. Let's see. Just stay hydrated, man, if you have a headache. Hydration usually is going to help you with the headache. I'm no doctor or anything, but stay hydrated. Get some rest. See if you can get a quick nap in or something before your friends come over. And I have to guess your country soon. I don't know an S country near India off the top of my head that I can think of because my geography is lacking. But I will find out what country you're from, and we'll figure this out together. We'll solve the mystery. I just want to bleep Inhuman. Exactly. I want like quotables, Colby says, Lawrence is so different from any other boss in his second phase and with a beefy health bar. Dude, his health bar sucks. Keeping Walter alive in New Game Plus is so hard. That's what I'm telling you. I was practicing, and it took me 25 tries. I was like, there's no way. So obviously on a new game cycle, it's much easier, but Matthias says, I'm sorry, I got to cut your stream short, Inhuman, but my phone's almost dead, so I got to charge it. Thanks for streaming, and I'll catch your stream tomorrow. Have a good night, and fear the old blood. Matthias, take care, man. Have an excellent night. Thank you so much for stopping by. It was such a great surprise, and a pleasant surprise to have you on stream, my friend. I will definitely catch you tomorrow, though. We'll be streaming at the good old scheduled time of 11 a.m. Central. Colby says, España. That's what I thought, too. I thought Spain as well, but it's actually near India, he said. There's an S name country near India. I was like, I don't know. I can't. My geography knowledge is very limited. I know like general areas of general countries, but shoot, aside from that, I kind of suck. So here's Lawrence's little scene. I love this armor. By gosh, it's good. Because it can't be Spain, because they're pretty close to like a European like time differences. Rashan, he's like 11 hours ahead. So 11 hours ahead, like it reminds me like perfectly of like right around India, because I had shared that I used to work there. So it's like it was, to talk with anybody, usually it's time for you to sleep and them waking up kind of thing. Is a huge difference in time. But Rashawn, I hope your headache goes away. Matthias, hope you have a great night. Colby, you were stuck with me. Alright, so let's do this. There's a couple of ways to fight him, and fighting alone is so much easier than I believe fighting with an NPC, as I've mentioned multiple times. More often than not, I feel like the NPCs can get in the way. But aside from like his 3-hit combo that he starts off with his big left hand, there's not too much that he can hurt you with. But you don't want to just be dying either, because you're going to be wasting all of your insight. So I'm going to use the big boy sword. Back away for the explosion. Completely miss everything. Yeah, with the angled up like that, it makes it hard for me to do it. I suck with the lock on. I'm gonna heal just to be safe. I'm gonna be real conservative this fight. Okay. Grab attempt here, but he's gonna miss. Big slam. We're just going to keep dodging through that. He was going to start his 3-hit combo, but he just stopped. He got stunned again. Little back swipe there. We can go ahead and just punish that. Big slam here, unless we interrupt him, of course. We'll just get our health back by striking, staying on the offensive here. And just stay on this back left leg, and we're gonna be good. Even if it kind of grazes us there, we can always regain that health. So just be careful. Overheal if you must, and then go back in for another move. We're just cutting this guy up. Another one. Another lazy fall. He's in phase 2 now. We want to stick in front of him, actually. And next to his right arm if we can. So he is not feeling good right now, so we have to stay in front of him if possible. Bad on my part, real bad. He always follows up with a swipe. Just gotta be careful there, that was my bad. Big slam. Okay, I don't want him to focus on Vault, we need him to focus on us. If he stops at 3, he's gonna follow up with a swipe, so we need to move in close. Punish that attack. So he just did one overhand strike with his right hand. That's a good attack to counter. So he just did 3, so he's going to do another overhand swipe here. And circle back around in front if we can. That's a good attack to counter as well. But he's moving around like an idiot right now. We don't want that. And then I'm being an idiot, being aggressive. We need Volter alive, so don't do that, sir. And then swipe. After he does 3 slams, it's always a swipe. We're gonna get in front of him if we can, if he lets us. Hello? Sir? Please stop. This is a great opportunity to counter. So if he does anything more than 3 slams, then we're safe to actually counter here. No swipe will take place. I'm gonna heal up just to be safe. Get some health back. He's gonna do his projectile attack, so we're just gonna deal as much damage as we can. Keep our friend Volter alive. Big opportunity to counter there. It's this projectile, so we're going to go ahead and finish him off. And Volter's still alive, so there we got the 5th Vermin, and we've completed his quest as well. There you go. So now we get the Beast's Embrace, which allows us to change into an actual beast, and then the 5th Vermin, which will allow us to get the highest grade of the Covenant item for the League Covenant, which is Volter's Covenant. So we can always grab that stuff at the end, but yeah, excellent. Really happy with that. We're going to level up our stamina a bit more, because our stamina was sucking. I like to be able to dodge and attack as much as possible, so. And nice, GG's. Let's go first try. Indeed, my friend. Indeed. We got the first tries.
Very well.
Let's go for endurance. And then we're going to go ahead and
Farewell.
we can unequip the League rune now. At this point, really, the only rune we'll need to have for anything, well, for the remainder, we have actually a few items we can choose from, but we can actually use the Milkweed runes for fun, or for now, I would actually prefer to have the Hunter rune. So we have all 6 runes, so we're just golden now. We've collected all of the runes. So we can pat ourselves on the back there. A well-deserved pat on the back. Alright, and now we'll go kill the Living Failures and then Maria. Because that's just the kind of guy we are. Now the Living Failures, I think everyone's really harsh on the Living Failures boss fight. Like, it's not a bad boss fight. You know, like, all of the boss fights in Bloodborne, they're either super high octane, like super aggressive enemies, or they're more like you have to figure out the strategy to beat them. Oh my gosh, the Celestial Emissary is surrounded by a bunch of different little emissaries. You know, how do I deal with that? You know, every single fight I think has an interesting way that you can approach it. Like, it's kind of like inviting you to figure out the strategy, and I think that's awesome. A lot of people really rag on the Living Failures fight, but I don't think it's a bad fight. It can be hard, especially in the later, newer game pluses, if you just kind of let yourself get overwhelmed. In my opinion, it's something that's really easy to do because you can underestimate someone called a living failure, could you not? So I think that's part of like the strategy and the allure to the boss fight. You can easily underestimate it, and then you'll be like, oh man, I'm about to die. And that will certainly happen if you're not careful. So just interesting kind of thing, I think, in my opinion. But let's see if I can figure out the best way to get here. I think I just take this elevator up, and then we're going to go exit this. Actually, probably need to take this up, actually. We'll grab the Quicksilver bullets just for the road. And then we go up to, I think, floor 5, and the stairs should be situated in such a way we go straight to the Living Failures. Now, because we freed Yamamura, we can actually use him as an NPC that we can summon in the fight. Colby says his music is so awesome. Bloodborne to me was the real turning point for the appreciation of boss music in FromSoft games. The choir added a lot. Rashawn says, well, I'm tired. I'm going to go lay my head down. Rashawn, take care, bro. Take care. Get some rest. And make sure that I hope that your headache goes away. Just get some rest and stay hydrated, okay? It was a pleasure meeting you and hope to see you soon. Where's the best way? I'm trying to get to the boss. And... oh my god, I wasn't paying attention. That hurt. That hurt. Okay, so actually I didn't have to do all this. I could have just gone from... which floor is this? Well, we'll find out. We're going to drop down here. And we'll figure out which floor I could have stopped at. Because by golly. Floor 3. So I literally just could have walked outside like I thought to do. I was like, oh, I could just go out here, and then I started second guessing myself. You want to do that again? Let's run that back, Mr. Big Guy. Let's run that back. These guys have a lot of poise, actually, so you gotta be careful. But anyways, okay, he's dead. We'll go ahead and burn through some more heals. And from this floor, all we do is just go up here, and we can summon Yamamura. It's never a bad thing, but we did remove the impurity rune, so we'll just need to fight him alone for now. But I like the Hunter rune. You get some additional stamina regen as well. Colby says, I don't think that there's a single bad fight in this whole game. Lawrence might be the closest because he'd be considered a reskin, but I think it reinforces that all hunters turn beast. Yeah. And also, the second phase is unique in that regard as well. So unique. A lot of people don't know you can parry these guys. These are so slow, but actually very annoying because they track in and home in on you like nobody's business. And I already kind of messed up the beginning. It's fine though. I want him to swing. Well, a swing or a slow headbutt's fine. Can you like swing, bro? There you go. My gosh. Yeah, but a lot of people don't know you can parry them. I'm like, what? Oh, I'm parrying everything. No. Okay, that's fine. Wait a sec. Don't do that. They can headbutt you so fast if you're not careful, though. But yeah, it's not a bad fight. It's a lot to manage, to me. But I can't multitask. I can't multitask. Oh, you're just going to be a projectile, bro? I see. I see now. Oh, you Gumby. You Gumby looking mofo. Oh! Oh, he didn't like that. If I could lock onto the right one, that'd be cool. That'd be so cool. Pain. Yo, okay. Pain. Oh my goodness gracious. No, where's my little plant? My plant friend. Should be safe here. Anybody else that would spawn would be dangerous, so we gotta be careful. Are you just a shooter? I forgot about you. Friendly fire is activated. Oh, get through those iframes, baby. Those sweet, sweet iframes. No, bad alien. Don't do that. Don't do it. I need you to... Okay, fine. I'm gonna kill you then. You had your chance. Could have been friends. There you go. But yeah, see, I mean, it's not a... I mean, it's easy in the sense of like mechanically, it's an easy fight, but it's still challenging. I think it's good. I like this fight. Call me what you may. I like this fight. No, you crazy alien. What are you doing? Oh, this thing. I don't like. That's actually my worst attack. Okay, can you swing? Swing. Do it. Parries for days, I say. Parries for days. Oh my gosh. Shoot him. Odin Wraith are keeping us fully equipped with all of the bullets. Oh my gosh, that was actually kind of... Oh, no. Yep, we got a Scraggler. No, please. Oh my gosh. See? It's a terrible fight. It's a terrible boss fight. Is it really? Run and get those iframes, baby. That's right. That was amazing. Whew. You'll be one of them sooner or later. I like the fact that there's always 2 melee focused ones and 2 casters. Yeah, they are, I think, again, super balanced, and it can't, to me, that wasn't like easy, you know. I mean, it was definitely a challenge. I think it's good. I don't know. I love everything about this game, so whatever. I'm biased. Okay, so we're going to return to the Hunter's Dream just so I can level up my endurance a little bit more, and we'll take on Maria. I love the Maria, the cutscene just leading up to Maria is just insane. That's just so cool.
Gammon awaits you. Go.
Oh, Gehrman can continue to wait.
Let me stop.
He's a jerk. So funny.
Farewell, good hunter.
Yeah. Maria's a fun fight too. There's just not a dull moment in this game, I don't think. It's so good. We were talking about the potential of there being a Bloodborne 2, and I honestly, I like this game too much for there to be a sequel. You know, like I would hate for it to be tainted with a subpar sequel or something like that. You know, so I'm so happy with the game as it is. There's some things a remaster or a remake could definitely improve upon, but I don't know. Like, there's a part of me that's like, I don't want a sequel. You know, even though I do, I want more Bloodborne content, sure, right? But is a sequel what we really want? I don't know. When Zero Lenny made his Bloodborne bad video, it broke my heart. More Death's Door video? Ooh, Death's Door. Death's Door, I actually completed that game that playthrough. I did a 100% playthrough on it. It was my first playthrough, actually, by the way. But that was an excellent game. But I did complete that series, and I featured a Death's Door lore video on my channel as well, but only the one. So there's 2 different channels that I have. I can see No Intelligence. I mean, I feel like I don't want to say that, but that is your name. I'm like, should I call you that? But No Intelligence, there's actually just 2 channels that I have. This is my channel where I do walkthroughs, guides, and just playthroughs and streams and stuff like that. This is my instructional channel. This is actually the sister channel to my main channel where I do lore and theory videos. So definitely be sure to check that out if you like Death's Door and want to see more Death's Door content. But certainly the guide or the walkthrough is complete. And it was a fun one. It was an excellent game. Really, really good. Alright, we've got 65 insight. What are we doing with our lives? I love this scene. My gosh, it's a good one.
A corpse should be left well
alone. But yeah, it should be all in that single playlist, or you can just search, like, you know, in my channel, like Death's Door, and all of those videos should come up.
Oh, I know.
And you should be able to see like the full series there.
So sweetly.
That was back when I was doing 100% runs on my first playthrough, which I don't do anymore. I make sure it's a little bit more crispy and concise for you guys, but it was certainly fun doing it.
Wild curiosity.
Alright, here goes. Ready to focus? Oh, why did I do that? Why did I go for a shot there? That's gross. That second shot's easy to parry if you're not dead. Colby says, I would gladly take a remaster or remake, but yeah, I would hate to see it tainted from a sequel to the likes of Elden Ring. You know, like I think Elden Ring's great. I think it's fantastic. It's an excellent game. You can definitely see the progression of the quality of and the refinement of the game mechanics that they incorporated and all that. Starting with, in my opinion, Bloodborne. So Bloodborne, you know, forged the way for Dark Souls 3, which then had those excellent, same aggressive game mechanics, and then that then carried on to Elden Ring. You know, and then Sekiro, which is the only one I haven't played because I know I'm gonna love it just as much as Bloodborne. And I just couldn't, like, my heart cannot. There's only so much room in my heart. But Sekiro is a game I will certainly play probably before the end of the year or beginning of next year, and that'll be a game we feature very hardcore. And I will, yes, do a 100% run, absolutely, or walk through on it. But in regards to Sekiro, like, you know, the jumping mechanics and all those little quality of life type mechanics, the crouching, things like that, and then you then see how those same mechanics from Bloodborne and onward are now incorporated into Elden Ring. Well, of course, as the game and the developer progresses and makes more and more games, they're going to learn, you know, from all the different games. Oh, this mechanic was good. This mechanic was great. This mechanic sucked. Let's not reincorporate that again. So Elden Ring happened to be a culmination of all the successes of the game. I think it was fantastic, but I still, in my opinion, believe that, you know, Bloodborne is superior in more ways than one. So, but Elden Ring's great, and I'm glad that it won. Like, FromSoft, everything is quality, but Souls-likes in general are just it's just a great genre. It's a great time to be alive. No Intelligence says, I'm going into my second playthrough. It's so fun. Nice. Second playthrough of Death's Door? Colby says, I remember when I first fought this boss and intentionally died over and over because I loved it so much. This is a good fight. This is a good fight. You can actually get some time for that too. See, I should be shooting on that second one. She's... Man, my damage sucks. I mean, my health sucks. We're gonna go Saw Cleaver, baby. Alright, here goes. Time to focus. Ooh, she got me. She's doing great today. If you enjoyed Lies of P, Sekiro's amazing. Just wish it had a DLC. Oh, I know. The fact that it never had a DLC is interesting to me. But yeah, I think I'm going to absolutely love Sekiro. And again, it's a game that I've always had in my back. I've owned the game for a long time. I just not played it more than like 30 minutes because like, yep, this is freaking amazing. Gonna love it. But I just couldn't, at the time I wasn't really featuring too many Souls-likes on either channel, so I didn't want to jump into that and get hit with all the criticism and hate from the community because it's a harsh community. I like the I like it from afar, but being a content creator in it and not being on the good, being on the receiving end of some of the just the criticism and the elitism and all this other stuff, that it's super annoying. But hey, I don't care anymore. I've been doing this too long to care too much about what other people think. You can't give the negativity too much attention. After all. See, I can actually, if I'm fast enough, I can parry that one where she crosses her arms in front of my face. Ooh, she's good. We're just gonna keep circling around each other then, I suppose. Oh, she didn't get parried there. She didn't do her follow-up anymore. Why aren't you doing your follow-up, Maria? Oh, there it is. Get a free hit in, why not? Oh, that's a beautiful tile. I love that one. She almost killed me in one shot there. Got me. Let's see. Have you tried Dying Light? I have played Dying Light. It's one of many type of those zombie survival type games. You can craft items and all that stuff. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. I haven't played it in a very long time though, and didn't it get a sequel as well? I certainly didn't play the sequel, but Dying Light was a lot of fun. Man, there's a lot of good zombie games during that time. Alright, here goes. Focus. You got me still. You jerk. Let's get that health back. Every bit counts. Ah, I should have shot her. Uh-oh. Oh, whoa, whoa, okay. Easy killer. Phase 2 is amazing. But Phase 3, oh, just you wait. Just you wait and see. Bad timing. No. No! Sorry. Ow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Girl. Let's just take a breather. She's pretty relentless, so I'm gonna catch up on chat in just a second. I'm just trying to focus. I see you guys typing, and I love it. Okay, that was a weird one. Are you gonna enter phase 3 yet? Can we do that? There's phase 3. Dying Light. Man, there were some good zombie games during that whole era. I remember. Ooh. Oh, oh. Yeah, this is where you gotta be like really close to her, otherwise you get hit with the fire like I'm getting hit. No. I'm dead. That was good. Well done, Maria. Well done. You deserve that one. That was an excellent visceral. Null Intelligence says, how are you not more popular than Mr. Beast? You're so nice and chill. I have no clue. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. The choir in this OST gives me chills. It's good. It's good. But there's nothing like just sitting in the start screen and listening to that theme. Like, my gosh, like I can listen to that in my car. Like that's one of those where I'm like, yep, it just gets you pumped up, man. I absolutely love it. Yeah, she visceraled me so good at the end. She completely countered me, and it looked amazing. To be honest, I've never actually been visceraled by her before, so that was pretty neat to see. Not the ad. No, she's scary, man. I don't know you could get ads in live streams. Oh, yeah, well, the ads are how you're able to get, like, it's called ad revenue. So like on Twitch and on YouTube, you have ads run pretty much on any type of video, any format. So it happens. Huh. Okay, maybe be nice this time. Be nice this time, Maria. Don't. She's doing stuff. Yeah, don't do that. So we can be friends. Oh, come on. That second sword hit me. I'm gonna keep going for it. Okay. I'm greedy. She was getting real greedy, and so was I. Balls. I'm timing it way too early, actually. So whenever she's got both hands like that, you can only interrupt once they're pretty much moving their arms towards the strike, so towards you, right? So if they're moving back and just kind of like reeling their arms back, the moment they start their downward descent or attacking you, that's the actual moment you can interrupt, and that works for anything. So obviously, if certain enemies have like different hyper armor and stuff, whenever like in certain phases, that's a little different. You might take 2 shots, but you can certainly parry immediately upon them attacking. Trust me, you do not want praises and position from that crowd. Way too many kitty punching freaks. Oh, gross. No, I don't. Yeah, I don't ever want. Honestly, I don't care about how big or whatever. That doesn't matter. Like, I just want to be able to continue being a full-time content creator. Like, it's very difficult to do, and I can't wait till I'm like more comfortable, like, and more stable from like a financial perspective with the success that I have. That'll be the dream, because I've been doing it full time for 3 years, but it's been an interesting. It's been a journey. So yeah, I can't wait till it's a little easier, and then I can start working on projects like the game I've been working on for the longest time, and all these different things that I would just love to be able to do. Also, just obviously just being able to continue supporting my family as well would be more than enough. So that's really all. I don't care about the numbers at all. That means the numbers mean nothing to me in terms of like, that doesn't define success, Not to me. If you let that define success for you, then I don't know. Maybe that's just not the way I do it. It's more about, am I able to sleep at night because I'm happy with the content I'm posting, happy with the decisions I'm making, and the community that I'm creating and forming. I don't know. Am I leaving a good example? I care about those things more than numbers or plaques. And that's also why my growth has been so slow. I've been creating content, or had a YouTube channel for 8 years, and I've only been full-time for 3 years. But even so, I mean, it's not like an easy 3 years. It's definitely hard work. but it's fun, and there's nothing that I'd rather do. It's honestly a dream come true, and it's only because of people like you guys supporting me. I mean, you know, watching the channel, watching the videos, joining in the streams. Without that engagement and support, I couldn't do this. So you guys are awesome for that. We'll just dodge back. There you go. Girl, please don't do that. Okay, yeah, she can turn around. Almost 180. The third phase is always hard for me to find the sweet spot to dodge. And she's much harder to parry. Oh gosh. Lovely. Lovely. Stop spamming, you crazy lady. She just did the visceral again. So is that a grab attack, or she just, I don't know. Oh, I'm alive. Oh, no, I'm not. I was alive. But then I died. Dang. Dang indeed, I got destroyed. You saved my first Death's Door gameplay because I found your playthrough. Nice. Yeah, it was my first playthrough as well, and my experience with Metroidvanias or just games in that similar genre, I just have tons of experience with them, so I typically know like how secrets are, you know, how the game mechanics work, and where there's going to be secrets and areas that you might want to revisit and things like that. So it just comes really natural to me. So those are definitely games I absolutely love. Souls-likes and Metroidvanias are by far my favorite genres, but I do love a good horror game, and I love me some indie games too. Roguelites in particular have been, at least in the past years, were a recent, you know, like addiction of mine. We're getting whooped up by Lady Maria, and that's fine because she's an excellent boss to get whooped by. But also, I'm just playing pretty poorly. Nice. That works too. Yeah, so on the two-handed strike she's doing, I should be able to parry that. She has an excellent turn radius, unlike a Cadillac, and she can hit you from just about any angle. If you have to be either directly behind or just off to the side and at a little bit of a distance. If not, you're going to get hit. So, well, I'm glad that that playthrough has been enjoyable for you, my friend. That's love to hear it. I love to see that like there's value that you guys are getting from my playthroughs. She raises that left hand, you know it's business. So. Didn't get it fast enough, it's fine. That's the attack I like to parry, but I didn't get the visceral, unfortunately. There you go. Oh, really? You just got right in my face. You could transform. Oh, that was dumb on my part. Wow, I was panic. I say panic rolling or panic dodging, but it wasn't actually rolling because when you lock down in Bloodborne, you just dash. But still, same concept. I was panicking, so I was dodging immediately, while she was just prepping for the attack and not waiting for the actual moment of the strike. So poorly timed dodges result in poorly timed deaths. What game is this? This game's called Bloodborne. It's a Souls-like from about almost 10 years ago now. 9 years, you know, going on 10. So if you're familiar with Dark Souls or Elden Ring, it's the same creators. One of my favorite genres. Oh, it's a great game. This is one of my favorite games of all time, actually, and the inspiration for my first channel I created, which is my main channel, the channel that has all the lore and stuff. We're getting a little better with the parry timing, but not much. Phase 2. Oh, you're not being very nice today. Another panic dodge, but it's fine. She can still be parried relatively easily in phase 2, but phase 3, not so much. I always have a hard time in phase 3. Mostly just because I panic because of the fire. But now she's dead. Oh, Maria. Maria, Maria. Yeah, this game is really fun. If you like Souls-likes, or you like a challenge, or you like any one of the, you know, if you like Lovecraftian, you know, lore, if you love the Victorian era of things, man, this is just a treat. This is honestly one of the best games I've ever played. I love it. It's so good. So we beat Lady Maria, we got the Celestial Dial, and we're actually going to go back really quickly. I want to show you guys two things. Well, I found them really interesting anyways. Nice, thank you, thank you. GG's, as they say. GG's. We're going to jump in here real quick. Repair our gear. And just for fun, for giggles, as they say, I wanted to show you guys two things. So first and foremost, before we get into the fishing hamlet, you want to switch to the milkweed rune. This is going to show a really cool visual effect you guys are going to love. Also, looking at the runes, you can see different designs on each of the runes, right? So you can see, for example, that claw mark kind of looks like, you know, a bunch of scratch, almost like whenever you're counting to 5 with tally marks, right? You see this as a different design as well. You see this one, of course, having a very unique design and almost like an hourglass type design, like very like runic symbols, right? Now, if you look at this one in particular, you see that it's called Deep Sea. So if you think of it, it's like a stick with multiple lines coming through, almost like, think of it like a rake or something, right? So Deep Sea has that kind of shape to it. Just keep that in mind for now. Also, just prepare for this little transformation here. This is what my face looks like now with the milkweed rune equipped. It's got a unique effect with the boss weapon you can find in the fishing hamlet, so you get a whole unique moveset. But more importantly, you get some unique interactions with NPCs as well, and that's what we're actually going to be aiming for. So we're going to equip the milkweed rune, and we're going to use the Celestial Dial to open up the Astral Clock Tower door, and this will allow us to enter the fishing hamlet, which was pretty much the whole reason for the Astral Clock Tower being built. This was a way to prevent entrance into the fishing hamlet, which is where all the secrets are now being hidden. So pretty interesting. But yeah, this game is just phenomenal. Absolutely love this game. One of the best, in my opinion. One of the very best. Alright, so from here, we'll go ahead and use the dial. But before we do, I want to show you guys something really cool. So doesn't that rune look like the Deep Sea rune, right? Looks exactly like the Deep Sea rune, just upside down. So I found that very interesting. There's probably runes dotting this entire like dial here, actually, but it's just kind of hard to see. I guess we could use the monocular, which is like like a scope or whatever to see, but I thought that was very neat. So anyways, we can hold up the dial now. and we'll be entering the fishing hamlet. The fishing hamlet is fun because we're going to see some unique interactions here. Well, unique enemies, a whole brand new set of enemies. You've got all these interesting secrets around here, but you also have a really cool interaction you can have with the milkweed rune, which we just got from Adeline. I'm not sure if it's Adeline or Adeline, but in either case, a nice girl. Alright, so now we have made it to the fishing hamlet, officially. And we're going to grab these items and be careful not to go too far, lest we fall into the deep sea. So we got some lead elixir over here, and we can grab this item just on the way. If you see there's an NPC approaching, actually, normally we'd think it's an enemy, right? But he's chatting here. And also we can't lock onto him, so... So if we chat with him... He gives us the accursed brew. The accursed brew is a unique item you can get that acts as an arcane item that we've seen multiple times, and you can use, just like if you have high enough arcane skill, you can utilize it for a range attack. So like similar to the choir bell and black sky eye. So there you go, accursed brew. So now we have, that's the only way to get that I know of. So again, don't just randomly kill NPCs unless of course they're actually a threat. Sometimes they're not. Sometimes they can actually grant you unique rewards that you can otherwise wouldn't be able to obtain. So now we can go ahead and tag this. If you want, we can actually return and then remove the milkweed rune so we can equip a different rune. At this point in time, nothing further is going to benefit from you having the milkweed rune unless, of course, you had the special boss weapon. But you can obtain the weapon until you defeat that entire chapter or beat that chapter. So there's no need to have it on unless you just like the look. It does have a very, very unique effect. I think it's amazing looking. Another transformation you can have that's kind of fun, because we defeated Lawrence, is the Beast's Embrace. So let's check this out. We also can be a beast. Now, having the Beast's Embrace rune makes a very special weapon you can get from one of the Chalice dungeons have a different moveset. So you kind of unlock the full moveset, so to speak. So again, really cool stuff. Really cool interactions, unique interactions that you normally couldn't find elsewhere. So love that stuff. But anyways, we'll go back to the Hunter rune, and then we got our awesome Canehurst set on. Love it. But anyways, we've reached the fishing hamlet, and honestly, I think I've reached the end of my stream, because I've had an absolute great time on stream. But I had an awesome weekend as well, and it was just very fun-filled, and we were able to get a lot done. And my wife was, really happy to see, her hometown again, all that stuff. It was fantastic. So now, all we're going to be doing is, we just finished our road trip there and back, and immediately after I got back, I started streaming. So I've been streaming for like 3 hours now, and driving for 5 hours before that. So I'm so tired. I'm tired, and everybody's asleep. So I'm definitely going to bring this one to an end, because tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Central we'll be finishing our Black Myth Wukong run. So if you enjoyed the stream, and if you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe. It helps me out a ton, and it's free for you guys. As a full-time content creator, engagement is key, and just having you guys support and your love is more than enough to keep that dream going. So thank you all so much for being so awesome. I hope you have a great rest of your night, wherever you are in the world, or day, right? And until next time, it's the Inhuman One signing out.